The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. It is Thursday, previews and predictions. We got fights on ESPN and DAZN to preview, predict, as well as some big news and headlines to discuss. Gentlemen, what's up? How are you guys? Mitty, it's been a minute, man. You're only on once a week, twice a week. What's up?
What up? I'm good, man. I'm good. Like, I'm on, twice a week. But listen, I'm always there in the background listening to some of the shows, man.
To infinity and beyond.
Man. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. This week is not as exciting as, the previous week. But, hey, that's how we start October. We start slow and we build up some very big fights to come up, in the next few weeks. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the next few weeks, I guess. What up, Doomy? You all good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just getting a feel for the show today. Reading the description. Yeah, man. It looks like we got a couple of familiars, and maybe Ness's all-time favorite bubble fighter, Kingsley Ibe.
Yeah, he's back.
Crazy fight.
Yo, he's gonna show up in Border Wars one day. Challenge.
But let me tell you,
he's retiring after this weekend.
But a lot of fighters complain about not being able to get fights because of COVID and all that. My man is making a name of this. He's been most active like that out of anyone I've seen. Man. He's there almost every other week.
I agree with you, man. He is active. The thing is, what's that purse looking like? You know what I mean?
They're not good, man.
Some people are not willing to take what he's being paid. But, I don't know. I'm hoping that Guido separates himself. I kind of hold a little bit against Guido for that interview, basically saying, he basically said Tyson Fury's better than him and he won't fight Tyson Fury. So it's just like, okay, you're competing, but you don't want to fight the best in the division.
Yeah, man. Some people know that, they're not on that same trajectory, and he's banking and he knows that by the time he's ready to have compete for that type of titles at that type of level, Tyson Fury will be out the game. So probably he's trying to show some respect or something like that,
I don't know.
That's the type of thing like Tyson Fury was saying back then, man. Back then, he was giving mad props to Joshua, right? So if you go back to interviews from 2011, 2010, 12, Tyson Fury will come out and say, "Oh, I just spotted that guy out of the amateurs, talented, very tough, all that thing, right?" So he will just give him mad props, and now all of a sudden, he's not good, right? So whatever you say now can change completely in 5, 6, 7 years, man.
Hopefully it changes. Like I said, I hold it against him because he's drawing a line in the sand with a dude that he just met. He was only a sparring partner. He was only brought in for work. It's not like they have this long-lost friendship. So, you don't want the top. I want to see you kill the bottom because, if you don't want the top and you can't kill the bottom, then we might be wasting time.
Nah, I think, at least, I don't know, but I think it will deal with Ibe. He should deal with Ibe, right? So I agree with you. If he doesn't deal with him nicely, then we can question him. But I don't think it will happen, though. I think he will separate himself, like you said.
stoppage, right, Mitty? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
here?
it should be that. That's
He
what we're
better.
looking for. Otherwise, it's gonna be like that discussion we had after Hefe's fight, right? And say,
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly right.
He better get the stoppage. He better get the stoppage because, you know, we got co-hosts wanting to fight Ibeh. So it's like, if you can't stop a guy that
co-host is you, man. You're the one who called him out first.
I mean,
like,
I heard Mario say he would take him too.
I heard
Mario just followed
That guy's
you,
got
man.
about a foot and a half on me.
You know what I
You were
mean?
the first, man. I heard Ness say, like, I want him.
I did. Yo, I could have made my name off of Ibeh. I'm telling you.
Ibeh got that good camp money now. You done. That's it. He got the diet. He got the train. He got the sauna.
My man don't know what camp is, bruv.
You probably. What do you think is making, like, 3K, 5K?
I doubt it, right? Because I remember he was on a card with Big Baby, and Big Baby made 7,500. So it's like, damn, how the hell could Ibeh be making that?
No, he's not making 7,500.
He probably making like 3K, maybe 2,500.
Yeah, that's what I said. 3 to 5. That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's not making 75. That's guaranteed.
No. Not 75,000, 7,500. That's
okay.
You know, I said, I seen that the real Big Baby was reported to make 7,500 on one of those cards. So it's like, if a Olympian prospect with a world renowned trainer. So I'm assuming Ibeh getting like 1,500, 2,500. Maybe now that he's a returning, maybe 3,000. I think 5 is even a lot. Yo, you give a dude 5 that never. I mean, it's disrespectful to real Big Baby. I think, like, if you ain't never been nowhere in the amateurs and you already making 5, and I've been all the way to the mountaintop and I'm only making 2,500 more than you, something's wrong.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it is, man. You have to put a little bit more.
Looks like
the come back.
Somebody's taking more of the cut than they're supposed to. Yo, it's crazy because that shit goes on too, man. Gotta have people that trust you in the sport.
From Supermax, who says, hashtag Bill Haney for president, hashtag unmute Angel Garcia.
And real quick, going into LV Slugger super chat, says Canelo needs to follow Floyd Mayweather's blueprint. Pay-per-view star. Canelo versus Charlo, 3 million pay-per-view buys. Easy. 100. What? For this last fight?
No, it's saying like when Canelo and Charlo fights, they're going to make like 3 million pay-per-view back.
Wow.
Yeah. It's some interesting stuff that came out. I know that's the topic that, we're here to discuss. I mean, we're not going to the fighter first, right? We're going to stick to the topic?
No, we can stick to the...
Let's stick to the script. Only thing I switched is your Tank. I put Tank second instead of third. These fights ain't
I
bigger
figured.
than the news.
I just... Yeah, no, I got you. But yeah, man, listen, some interesting stuff came out in the Athletic that we learned. What a mess. It seems like Golden Boy's practices, and I don't even want to accuse him of anything, because to be honest with you, there's certain aspects of this that I don't really understand fully. They're saying that Golden Boy sold the rights to choosing the fights to 2 different entities, is what Mike Coppinger's reporting, if I understood that correctly. And they're being accused of, some sort of fraud in one of the counts alleged in the lawsuit. But let's get this straight. This Canelo lawsuit, it isn't like the nail in the coffin. It's not. It was done strictly to protect his end of the business, because they, are still in mediation, if I'm not mistaken. And they're still counter offering each other, so.
Mario, like, take me back a little bit, because in that whole, like, Canelo, Golden Boy and DAZN saga, I left it at Canelo was, filed a lawsuit against both Golden Boy and DAZN. And he had his lawyers made some kind of like admin errors or whatever, and they had to refile before Monday or something. And last I heard is that they had missed the deadline. So what happened? Did they refile that?
So they did refile. This is a different. The original suit, it was a 24-page. This is a 23-page lawsuit. I don't know how different it is, but there are aspects that we've learned since then. like example, Golden Boy selling the rights to pick the opponents. And Canelo is alleging that he was supposed to be part of the like who to pick, and he wasn't given any.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't given the rights that is laid out in the Golden Boy contract. All this boils down to is that DAZN had one contract with Golden Boy, and Golden Boy had another contract with Canelo, and these contracts did not line up. The language in them don't mesh. So Canelo is left on the outside wondering why there's certain aspects of the contract that didn't meet his expectations, and it's based on the fact that DAZN was under one set of expectations, Canelo was under a different set of expectations, and Golden Boy, it feels like they were trying to have their cake and eat it too. I think that's probably the best way to put it.
In parallel to that, though, I've also seen like a tweet from Coppinger, and I didn't even go into the article from the Athletics, right? But the headline of the tweet seems to say like Canelo is offering or is giving like a counter offer to DAZN. So DAZN made him an offer. So he's still negotiating
of 20 million, down from the 35 originally.
So, and he made a counter offer, right? So that's quite different from a lawsuit there. It's actually like talking to DAZN and trying to get like a better deal than what they offered, right? So it's kind of like a confusing situation. On one hand, you're suing. On the other hand, you're still talking, which makes sense, right? You may want to come to an agreement, but there's a counter offer at least. I would love to understand that situation in a bit more detail, but unfortunately, I don't understand those intricacies.
Well, right now, what Alvarez is doing, he's pushing forward with, the legal. He's refiled a lawsuit, and what he's hoping, and this is per Mike Coppinger, I'll read it real quick. He says, Alvarez still could push forward with the legal battle and hope a judge provides declaratory relief, which would allow him to proceed with a different promoter and broadcast partner for his future fights. In that scenario, Golden Boy and or DAZN could respond by seeking an injunction to halt such an action. Now, this is based off of the fact that Canelo has, like you said, made his own counter offer, and now the ball's in DAZN's court right now to kind of either make another counter offer based off his counter offer, or proceed with his counter in its entirety. But Alvarez would still be the highest paid fighter in the sport based off of his new counter offer. So, this isn't the thing that I respect about Canelo is this isn't just about money. Yes, it's about money, more about promises of money, but this is also about him being able to dictate his future, who he fights. He doesn't want people to be saying, oh, he's fighting trash, or, oh, he's fighting these guys that are old, or this. He doesn't want that. He is trying to get as much control over the rest of his future as possible.
The boxing.
Listen, that is standard. I'm just saying, like, this is a standard clause of most contracts. Like, I've seen some contracts, and I can tell you that a fighter wants to be in control of this. Like, they will usually give them like a period of time to respond to the promoter choices, right? But the fighter will go with his managers and his training team once they've been offered an opponent or two, and they will have like a certain period of time to accept or decline that fighter. So I don't understand why Canelo would not have that luxury, being one of like the biggest name in the sport, where like most fighters have that luxury. So
listen, this is the
Golden Boy is because Golden Boy is trying to lie to Canelo. So they could say that it's DAZN that has the ultimate choice when he's pushed into these tough fights, or these awkward fights, should I say, because fighting, MMA dudes, fighting MMA dudes isn't tough, you know what I mean? So that's the issue, there is a lack of communication between what really needs to happen from DAZN and Golden Boy, meaning that it's getting watered down. Whatever DAZN truly wants and Canelo truly wants is not being, I don't think it's reaching each other. The middleman and Oscar and Eric Gomez are obviously messing things up. And we know from the first time that Canelo filed, is like, he never even got the contract. My man just want to see his contract. Like, it's so much shady business that I'm good with Canelo not fighting, man. Let him go settle his shit. It seems like most fighters got to do it. Andre Ward, Mikey, Oscar, everybody got to sit out for a little while. So if he got to do that to get his stuff together, let him get it together. He'll be 31. He's still good.
It was a smokescreen of saying, 35, he's going to have the highest, purse. And it always the most, like the Golden Boy smokescreened him with all of those articles about that. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, the proof was in the pudding with the contracts. You know what I mean? And they're due different contracts. So this is where he's at today, confused and unfortunately not fighting for the foreseeable
I wonder
future.
if it's just a lack of communication, or did they really withhold information from him, and like, are they gonna get in trouble, right? Because again, reading it from Canelo's side of the story, he's like this poor guy that he's trying to fight Callum, and he's trying to fight Billy, and he's trying to fight Derevyanchenko, but he's saying that his promoter is, stopping those fights at every turn. That now his broadcaster doesn't have the money, and that his promoter told him they would seek a new broadcaster and they didn't. It just feels like a situation that's already expired. It seems like there's no honesty and truth there, man. Like, why wouldn't you be able to see your contract, especially one that's based off of you?
Jake Donovan had some good stuff on the article he wrote for Boxing Scene. I don't know if you just want me to maybe read some of these things out. Some of it is like that law jargon, but not too much of it. Maybe, most of it is just, I think that it's relevant, I guess, to what we're talking about. It says, let's talk about the refile, right? Because that's what we're talking about now. Let's start with in the filed complaint, Alvarez addresses his having requested a copy of the DAZN contract with Golden Boy, which he has only recently seen in the aforementioned meeting between all parties last Wednesday. So last Wednesday, apparently they, had a meeting, and I think it was
10 hours, a meeting for 10 hours, and they weren't able to settle anything.
Yeah. It says they had a meeting for like 8 hours, and I lost my place, but yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then it was on Wednesday to figure out to the best laid plans to move forward, even discussing the possibility of a restructured deal, which would have meant a lower guarantee per fight for Alvarez, but more flexibility in opponent selection. So they were trying to have.
Listen to this, Canelo really playing hardball. Listen to this. Boom, boom, boom. Where we at? Okay. So they say that DAZN COO Ed McCarthy and respective legal teams, the streaming service, formally offered Canelo a new deal that would pay upward of $20 million guaranteed per fight, plus tied to subscribers attracted to the event. Source told The Athletic. Meaning, my interpretation is that he was going to get 20 and more, depending on the opponent, plus subscription upside, meaning everybody that signs up, he probably get $1 or $2 per person. You get it? That's pretty.
Yeah, it's like
that's pretty dope.
Upside and all
Hell yeah,
that.
that's like pay-per-view upside, except it's not, and it's pretty dope. And he still said no. Dude's crazy. Where else he's gonna get 20 million like that?
I'm just like wondering though, like when I'm listening to all this, what is to me it seems like it has like definitely a big problem with Golden Boys, because if Golden Boy is not just like showing him contracts that they sign in the background with DAZN, that's crazy. But at the same time, he's still open-minded enough to have a conversation with DAZN because he knows that he can work out an offer that is satisfactory for him with them. But what does it mean? Does it mean that he break contracts with Golden Boy altogether at some point and works with DAZN? And how does that work? Like if you're working with a network without being tied to a promoter, right? So is it going to be under like a Canelo's promotion, his own promotional company, or
Mikey
I think
Garcia?
This is the way I feel.
No, Mikey's the perfect example. Remember, he doesn't have a promoter. He started Mikey Promotions. He works with Al and he works with Eddie, and he'll take offers from Bob.
He'll do that under his own promotional company.
But listen, one of these things that y'all have to really understand about what Mike Coppinger, and I understand too, because it's really difficult to figure this out, but essentially the offer was $365 million, $35 million guaranteed for each fight. Now, what Mike Coppinger is saying that the Alvarez side is alleging, or perhaps the DAZN. No, I'm sorry. The DAZN side's alleging that it was going to be Golden Boy's responsibility to come up with the funds for certain fights that didn't meet that expectation. So, like, let's say that DAZN was going to pay him X amount, right? Like, let's just say $25 million. Then it was going to be Golden Boy's deal to come up with the remaining 10. You know what I'm saying? To get him to that 35. That's at least, again, being reported from by Mike. And so you got to look at this in the nature of the structure of the deal. It feels like as if Golden Boy was making these deals, assuming that they were going to be able to put Canelo in there with pretty much anybody, and Canelo was just going to eat it up, and that DAZN was going to take whatever they wanted. DAZN, from the very get-go, felt that everything was heading towards an eventual third fight with Golovkin, and that's what really has, kicked this whole thing off. If you remember back in March, we reported John Skipper going to Canelo to have a sit-down with him to talk about the Triple G fight and to let them know that they mean business about it. That's what this is all about, is DAZN feels like they've been shorted with fights. Canelo feels like he is meeting his obligation and they're not meeting theirs because they guaranteed $35 million. In his mind, it was $35 million no matter the opponent.
That's the other issue, and if it goes to court, it'll be brought to light, but remember, the Canelo is saying that he had an agreement with Golden Boy that he would only fight Gennady if he got the 35 plus an extra like 25 million just to fight that dude. So the question is, did DAZN know that he was going to be requesting such a hefty sum for a third fight? Because, again, it just sounds like Golden Boy is this middleman, not really relaying all the messages properly. But, look, that's my final thoughts. It's just a lot of mumbo-jumbo. At the end of the day, Canelo ain't fighting, and he can't fight until he handles this.
Yo, because, this is a legal battle, man. This is what this is. Like, even the Jake Donovan article that I'm reading from, it's like he starts getting into, like, what happened with the refiling, and I don't know if most of this stuff. Look, the court granted Alvarez leave to amend the original complaint, requiring the boxer's legal team to do so by close of business on September 28. Had the deadline not been met, the case would have been dismissed without prejudice, which would not have closed the case outright, but would require the plaintiff to refile. The case remained open and in chambers with the U.S. District Court. Court officials confirmed to BoxingScene.com on Tuesday. However, the case is now in the Superior Court of the State of California for the County of Los Angeles. All matters introduced in the first round of the complaint are once again addressed in the refiled case. Amendments were made.
What's the date on that article you reading? Because that's probably
September 29.
2 days ago. Because the new one is from The Athletic. Remember that he's the one breaking the story. He broke it in the first place about the filing. Now he's again breaking it by letting us know that they have refiled. That is an article basically letting you know that he didn't and he has to and he's got a deadline. Hopefully somewhere in there it tells you that he has already, but none of that matters no more. It's already filed. Like, They thought
Alvarez is claiming damages of no less than $280 million, the remaining balance on his aforementioned contract.
Yeah, that's all old news. They thought that they were gonna be able to sit down in that 8 to 10 hour meeting because Coppinger has it written down as 10 hours, and obviously they swore they were gonna hammer something out, but it didn't work. You know, I would have expected Canelo to take that deal. $20 million guarantee upside as well. It's not 20 flat. You know, upwards of 20 plus the subscription back end. He really wants out. That's interesting. But yeah, man, moving on. We got Tank Davis date being pushed to October 31st. Is push the right words? Is because I got, MMA haters telling me that it's because of MMA.
Bullied.
Yeah. Yeah, I got guys telling me, yo, how is he the one? I thought he was Floyd's boy, Floyd's protege. How they moving his date? Floyd talks all about Canelo and he's fighting on the app and they made you wait for UFC. Now you doing the same. What's going on? I don't follow UFC. I didn't even know there was a UFC fight. I got even Border Wars fighters hitting me up like, yo, is it still happening now that Tank ain't fighting? So what is the problem here?
I mean, go ahead.
No, I say, why did they move it? What was it? Is a venue problem? What happened?
So officially, that is what we're reporting on. Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, no longer happening on October 24th. Instead, it's moving to San Antonio, Texas. Remember, it was going to be in Connecticut, moving to San Antonio. I'm assuming the Alamo Dome. And
yes, it's the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, October 31st.
And they're going to have fans, so that's why they're leaving.
I mean, this is like a smart move, like regardless, like, if it's clashing with MMA, and I don't know how popular that MMA fight is, but they would know, right? They would know that it makes sense. And I don't think there is any pride to say, oh, you know what, my date is, being pushed because of the other guys,
no, that's horseshit.
That's like a nonsensical debate. But
Look,
what we want is to make sure that, we have most eyeballs on that fight. So if it's clashing with another event, then move it. If it's possible, just do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's just get to some of these super chats. Sure. Start off with my man Ken Stone says, has Canelo had any work done to his knee yet? Damn, I haven't heard about that, but you always see that brace on, right? It's crazy. I don't know if he's been having trouble with it. Never really talks about that. But Trey says, this is Canelo way out. He better take it. Damn. It is, yo. We talked about his own promotion company and all that.
I agree.
Was that it?
Even if it takes you a month, even if it takes you, 12 months, 2 years, you're still 31, you still Canelo. Even if you lost the step, your fights are still going to be worth millions and millions of dollars. Word. It's worth it, bro.
Was that the last one?
Nah, we got two more. Andre Decoto says, shout out TBV tonight. Keep up the good work. Eddie Hearn got kicked out of his own event this weekend due to having COVID. Shaking my head. Hashtag hit the like button.
Yo, prayers.
No, you can't hit the like button for that, man. That's crazy, man.
No, it means for the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Yo, Coach Mitty's eyebrows rose, yo.
No, but I get Mitty. I get you, Mitty, because I've seen this too. It's just like people are that. It's not tribal, and it's not even territorial. I don't know what word to use, but they dislike Eddie so crazy much that they're cheering that he got COVID. Like, yo, dog, where does boxing and personal life end? Like, my man
decency.
Yeah. I get it. Maybe he's like Michaela Mayer and shit, asymptomatic, chilling on the beach. Yeah. So maybe that's what it is.
The best scenario would be that, like asymptomatic or false positive or whatever, right? So then that's good, but we can't wish on a man to get COVID. You know what I mean?
No. I'm a wrestling fan. I would boo the Undertaker, but not wish Mark Calic gets COVID.
Wish COVID on you.
My bad.
Wish COVID on you. Can't taste nothing for 2 weeks. Come on.
That's some bullshit. Supermax says, what kind of attorneys do Canelo and Golden Boy and DAZN have? That's who's really at the table. How was this not all laid out from the very beginning?
It sounded like they had us,
It was laid out. The problem wasn't that it wasn't laid out. The problem was it was laid out on 2 different tables in 2 different rooms in 2 different buildings in 2 different cities. Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
And I want to believe Canelo's lawyers didn't drop the ball. People he messed up.
I don't think they did.
I think they purposely shook the tree so they could go back to that 8-hour negotiation table, didn't hear what they wanted, and refiled.
With chips on the table. With chips on the table, absolutely.
Not only that, maybe the attorney's like, oh, you never got to see the contract? Cool, let's shake the tree. We're going to get that contract, see what we can see, then file it properly. Now that we know what we didn't know, you know.
Yo, and I got so much hate for saying that. Yo, I don't even want to get into it. But look, back to the topic. Because I don't want this MMA narrative to exist. Look, the end of the day, this fight was supposed to be somewhere in Connecticut with no fans, in some tiny room that nobody would have, even like it would have been the most unappealing look ever. Now they're moving to San Antonio, Texas with enough fans to pack whatever number of tickets they sell. They're going to sell tickets. They expect a live audience. So for everybody saying, oh, well, they're moving off the date because of MMA. Look, could that be one of the reasons? Sure. But in the scheme of things, when you're breaking down a pie chart, it's the small piece of the pie that is the reason that they moved, okay? They wouldn't have waited this long to move it based on a UFC that's been scheduled for months now. That makes zero sense. The truth is the MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred came out and said that the World Series, which is going to be played in Arlington, Texas, is going to have the capacity of 11,500 people able to attend. That's in Texas, the same Texas that's going to host Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. So it could possibly be that they're moving it because they want to make more money, like any logical person would realize.
Even if they're moving it because there's a bigger name globally in MMA that is fighting on that day, how can we get hurt for that? Or how can we not see that it makes sense? Like, I don't know. I don't take offense to that. I just say, okay, yeah, you just see that, you're going to have like a competing event that will just damage your potential to maximize your return. Just move it.
It's the American mentality where it's like, oh, they made you move. That's what's going on.
But what? Like, it's not like everyone. Like, your mama. People are saying that this guy is cool. Yeah, this is Khabib, right? And they're saying like Khabib is like a big name. I'm telling you that if, let's say, for example, Canelo or like, if Khabib was fighting at the time of the Mike Tyson, for example, if Mike Tyson was fighting on that night, Khabib will move his event to another night, and then that's it. There's a bigger name than you. That's it.
Nah, you're totally right. I'm not mad at them. I guess that people probably get upset initially is because people like plan stuff around fights sometimes. But I get it. I totally get it. You want to maximize. But Big Supermax on the super chat says, I want to be there in the Alamo Dome over buying pay-per-view. Yeah, hell yeah. How about you, Mario? You rather be there than pay-per-view?
Hell yeah, of course. Look, I'm going to be in Jersey on the 24th.
Ain't that like 10 hours for you, though?
Nah, San Antonio's 2 hours. So
oh,
look,
wow.
Look,
okay.
I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is that I'm going to be in y'all's neck of the woods. Then the next weekend is going to be in my neck of the woods. It is what it is. We could maybe figure something out, but that's neither here or there. Listen, I'm happy that it's moving. Number one, yeah, I'm happy because, I'm being a little selfish. I'm only 2 hours away from San Antonio in South Texas. So that's good. And I could try to hopefully attend the, event. I don't know what the press pass is going to look like, but I would want to like buy a ticket and watch the fight. That's what I want to do anyway. So that's cool. But the whole issue with this, again, it's not that I care about people, trying to like turn into a negative light. It's just that, I don't know. It's this whole UFC versus boxing thing that really has me upset. Like if we should be upset, we should be upset as boxing fans that they're moving to a day that there's already so much boxing. It's the same day as Usyk Chisora. It's the same day as Inouye. And I know those two cards don't inspire the way that Tank Leo Santa Cruz probably inspires. I get that. But for the rest of us who watch every single card, that's a long day of boxing. But ultimately it is what it is. It's going to be a packed day of boxing. That's what it leads to.
Real quick, super chat. Stick Talk Boxing says Golden Boy and DAZN are what's wrong with boxing.
I don't know, Mario. There was a lot of people mad at you, man. You was talking that whole "we are the world" kumbaya, and then you didn't show up for the little guys.
Trills. Yo, Javier Capetillo, coach, on the super chat says, smart move with fans. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. Plus, it's my birthday. Might even go to it myself.
Oh, Happy birthday, Coach. We have his fighter scheduled at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. their time. If you haven't already dropped them a question on Patreon, head on over to patreon.com/The Boxing Voice so you can ask Luke or Lucas. It's so weird because they have them like two different names. They got them Lucas and Luke. You know, like
Luke is probably like short for Lucas.
No, because Lucas is the name.
So
then
like
it's Luke.
the anglicized name and versus like, the original name, right? Probably his name is Lucas, right? So.
Lucas in español. Luke is English. So I think that's what
That's what it is. You anglicize.
Yeah, that's what
so
I think it is.
Yo, it's Luke.
Because I had a friend named Lucas, and then when we go to his house, his parents would be like, "Lucas, pick up your shoes, Lucas." I'm like, "Oh shit, you about to get beat."
Yo, Lucas, bro. But yo,
and he's fighting this weekend, right? So we have him on Pick'em League, right? So that's like, one of the fight on that first week.
Yeah, he's the underdog again, bro.
I gotta check it out.
Bro, even our own community is picking more Paul Crow, who's got 7 fights. And they never seen him. Because of the
energy, man. Remember, we had them both online. Like, I wasn't on the show, but I remember watching. And that
Paul
energy
said he's
that
stopping
Paul
him.
came with.
Paul said he's stopping him. He keeps saying he's stopping. Listen, I posted it. He's like, I'm going to stop this boy. He all in the comments like, I'm going to stop this boy. He don't think
he's with people, man. That's normal. When you hear someone, you see it, and his demeanor as well. It made you believe in what he was saying, right? So yeah, that's probably what's happening here.
Yeah, it looks like Buatsi Bill Haney got caught up in training with his son, I guess. We were scheduled to have him about 12 minutes ago. I already texted him to just go ahead and reschedule, but we will be having Luke Santamaria. What's next on the docket, gentlemen? We're stuck
Call
on
you
this
docket,
thing.
man. Well, the Las Vegas ESPN Plus card with some of your,
Actually,
I'm excited. Like, let's get into fights for this weekend, man.
Word.
So we'll start with Top Rank.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So on that card, we're gonna have the pro debuts of Duke Ragan. He is a James Prince signed fighter. He was supposed to go to the Olympics and he turned pro. Now he's with Top Rank and James Prince. Expect to see the rise of Mr. Duke Ragan, and he should be trained by Kimura as well.
He is, and it's his second fight.
What? Really?
He got in a fight. Okay. He got in a fight 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he made his debut like a few weeks ago.
Okay. I can't believe ESPN is putting King Baker as the A side. That's totally wrong.
Bro, he got stained now. You know what I'm saying? He made a bubble.
Mario copy and pasting from the wrong site. That's what happened.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
Hey,
he said that they're gonna challenge Ness after the fight.
No, one quick thing, with Duke, right? So I know he's like a top Olympian, right? He was expecting to do well in Tokyo and all that. But do you think that even though he turned pro, he can still try to go to the Olympics now that they open up like the Olympics to the pros, right?
Good point.
Do you think you're gonna see some of those guys do that? Like
Rush, the Eastern fighters do it all the time.
I hope not, man. I hope not.
I think we will see it, but
not?
Duke's already.
We need somebody repping for the USA, bro.
Duke's already said he's not going
to.
Duke's already had interviews saying that he wasn't going to do that, but he could though.
Okay.
He could.
Some people are against that too.
I mean, if he's supposed to, if he was touted or expected to medal and get gold and something like that, surely that rises his stock, man. Like, isn't it better just to have like 2 free pro fights?
But then if he doesn't get it, if he doesn't get it, then
no one will know. No, they'll just
no one knows it.
Strip, bro, they'll strip it under the carpet, man. Like, oh, he went to the Olympic, he had the flu, he lost his first fight. Boom, done, finished. You know what I mean?
You're a
like,
pro.
It's miles on the body, man.
Do me and Mitty, if you're a pro, why do you think you'd want to risk going to that?
Why not?
To a tournament where you're an amateur, but then you lose as a pro, and people like, oh man, you get beat by amateurs.
No, but the fact is, like, when they lose to an amateur, they always fall back on that easy excuse. Yeah, oh, this is the amateur point scoring kind of style. I've been a pro for a while now. I'm just like, setting my feet, working more on power punches, and stylistically, an amateur will just like beat you because that's what they do. They just like for pity pat, just get out the way, point score, and do that for 3 rounds, get away from your power shots. So there have been pros that have done that in the last Olympics. They lost and they say, yeah, that's because of the style.
Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all seen Duke fight before he turned pro?
I've seen YouTube.
No, I have not. Yeah, I've seen like YouTube clips, but I've never seen a fight.
You guys are better men than me. You know what I mean? I can't even believe that we're discussing him going back to the amateurs. Like, I didn't watch him as an amateur. Cause I didn't watch you. I didn't watch you as an amateur. I'm not about to reinvest now. Like, I'm gonna invest in your pro career. But
what's his attributes? What's spectacular about it? I mean,
I think that we're doing
very strong.
I think we're doing the most though. It's like it's a second fight. I mean, let's move on to the next dude who's also a quick fight, like Guido versus Vianello versus Kingsely Ibeh. I mean, I'm picking Guido. I hope Guido. I hope Guido too. I hope Guido gets the stoppage and doesn't make it look, even remotely close. I'll go a little bit faster and say I'm also picking Gabriel Flores Jr. to beat Ryan Kielczweski. I remember watching him. I probably pronounced that wrong, but I watched that kid. He doesn't have enough power. So I'm gonna go Zepeda over Baranchyk too. I know that's not the popular pick, but I think that's Zepeda. Yeah, I think Zepeda.
Does this look like some good parlays here or what?
I mean, we'll talk about it Friday, but possibly, it's I don't know. Not with this card, really. I mean, I don't think Guido, Ibeh, or Ragan make it to the betting sites.
Right.
Damn, I can't wait to see that. Well, stay tuned tomorrow.
It's interesting that you pick
I picked them on the league too. Right? I picked them on the league too. Yeah. Look, I get it, man. I just need more from guys than just being a puncher. Like, Wilder was the only pure puncher that I was head over heels with, and it was because his power is bonkers. He would hit dudes anywhere and they was falling asleep. But typically, if all you can do is punch, you're gonna be outboxed, especially in the lower divisions where people have stamina and can throw punches. Heavyweight's a little bit different. You ain't gonna be throwing 40, 50 punches around unless you're big baby. But yeah.
But I think Zepeda is decent. I like him. He boxes well, but under Freddie Roach, you don't get many instruction to box, man. Freddie Roach likes to go in there and look for your power punches, get in a war with him. You know what I mean? So
I mean, people forgetting. Are you guys forgetting that Zepeda just beat? He just beat Pedraza, and Pedraza's actually been doing good in the second half of his career, and this was a little hiccup for him. So yeah, man, and Zepeda is the same guy that people argue beat Jose Ramirez. Like, people felt he got robbed. People felt he got robbed. I get it. You think he did okay. Do you see other people? Can you see others saying Zepeda was robbed in that fight?
Yeah, but you see that all the time. I think he did well. He did well.
There you go. And Baranchyk, listen, Baranchyk doesn't have the gears, okay? He ain't got the gears of no Jose Ramirez, and he damn sure ain't got the gears of Pedraza. Baranchyk is a no-frills miniature version of Triple G.
Is he a Dervinchenko?
Nah, he ain't Dervinchenko. Dervinchenko is a little bit more defensively sound. I think Ivan commits too much with his punches. Everything is into those big shots, and he could be outboxed, man. Is he gonna bring pressure that Zepeda probably doesn't like? Maybe. Is Baranchyk the popular pick and could just steamroll Zepeda? Yeah, but I feel like maybe Zepeda gets on his toes, jab, pivot, couple hooks here and there, keep moving. And hopefully you don't get tired. But I see Mitty smiling at that. I guess not. Damn. Hey, I'm trying to catch up. I'm top 8, man. I'm top 8, and I don't know how. Last week I got wins that I picked Britis, and everybody didn't pick Britis, so it was only like 38% of it. I don't know how I'm top 8. I also picked the other tough fight. Who the hell was that? The where everybody picked the Dominican. I picked Padillas. I don't know how I'm top 8, but I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to move up, man. As long as I remain top 10, I feel like respectable. You know what I'm saying? It's when you slip out the top 10 that you a bum.
I guess.
Hey, be careful, man. Like, you never know.
There's a few bum lords, I guess, and I'm one of them and shit. Like, that's not very nice.
I'm about to double check my picks, man.
Yeah, I'm picking now.
Nah, I mean, look, I mean, this week is tough for me too because of the Lucas Santamaria fight. It's like, damn, do I pick against
those are two good fights, I think. On that card, the two fights that are kind of like interesting, Luke Santamaria versus Paul Kroll, although, I don't know why I think it's interesting because I don't really know anything about Paul Kroll. I've never seen him except from him giving an interview that made me think, okay, he can fight. And then you have the Zepeda versus Baranchyk that is like a good 50-50 also. Like, I'm leaning towards Baranchyk, but damn. Yeah, like you made a good case for Zepeda, so why not? That could happen.
Yo. 66% Kroll, 34% Santa Maria.
It's all about energy. Maybe this will change. Maybe this will change after the interview in like in an hour or so, man. Maybe he's gonna come in and there's people say, "Oh, damn, he's ready. He's ready."
Brandon, yo, who's Brandon picking? He the champ, man. I gotta find out who the champ picking.
True.
Brandon is just lying to people in the chat, man. He's trying to send people the wrong way, man.
That's what he's doing. Misinformation.
Yo, yeah. I know Naja better stop playing. She better get some of that pro league, action because damn, she could have got the wig done. I'm not saying the wig. I mean the hairdo. Could have got the hairdo done. Could have got the nails done. Could have got the feet done. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, can't be slipping like that, man. I'm telling you, Brandon gonna whip up in the Lambo. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling. What?
Yeah.
Yo, listen. Every month,
like a 1 day higher.
But Mitty, every month is getting bigger. What isn't it? That's like? True. Wasn't the prize value double this month than last month?
Yeah.
That's doubled. I thought it was like $100 more.
Close to
double.
I mean, $100, 100 and plus more.
Yeah, it was like a little more than 100 plus.
Yeah, no, this prize definitely has more worth. Yeah, about $100.
Listen. When I check, Brandon's been a Patreon since like sometime in 2018. Winter. And when you could get all your pledges back plus that amount, nah, that's worth it. He already sent that. I know I'm late for the meeting. Mitty wanted me to have a meeting with him. I was sleeping.
Call him, recharge the batteries.
It's all good. We have time to do it, but
Yeah. No, well, you wanted to know who paid. He's definitely won. Brandon paid for the month. My Gene paid for the month.
He's a smart man. He reinvested straight away. That's what they tell you. Like, reinvest your money, man.
Absolutely. And imagine he could win back to back. You talking about? I mean, last week was 5 week. Was last week a 5 week or 2?
I would do that too.
Hey guys, like
it wasn't. It was a 4 week.
All right, so beautiful.
Since we're on the topic of this, right, like re-signing and all that, I just want to let people know. I don't know if you've done that earlier, but October is actually a 5 weekend or a 5 week month, right? So you're gonna have like 5 weekends of boxing. So instead of like the 20 that we had for September, it's 25, right? So $5 per weeks of peak. So we're gonna have 5 weeks of peaks in October. So if you want to pay all in advance for the month, it's $25, guys.
I mean, anybody that wins, feel free to become a ring or a boomerang. Just saying, wink, wink. Just saying, you know what I mean? Calito, Brandon, where you at? Reinvest. You heard me. Reinvest where you got that from. But where we going to now? Let's see.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I get to pick too.
Did you not?
We don't know, man. Like you're so far down the table, so
No,
I don't even matter anymore.
No,
because
it's
of my
that
position in the pick.
No.
You see this?
No, it's not because of your position. It's because we always know you picked the underdog, so we just figured you got all B sides again.
Yeah, it didn't even matter, bro. No, just kidding. Look, Duke Ragan, it's easy. That's why I thought this was good, good parlay picks or what, because some of these seem like they're going to be pretty much precise. But I'll go Duke Ragan. Kingsely Ibe versus Guido. Kingsely lasts the whole 6.
Yo, we gotta see. No, we gotta see what's the parlay on that. Imagine he goes. I doubt it though, bro. He's too bad. Like Guido. If Guido lets him last 6, it's gonna be an indictment on Guido, and I don't want that because I like Guido.
I bet strong though.
I don't want that.
He's strong.
He's not.
I bet you gotta really like. He gotta have power to knock.
Jemmy just came through with this month's pro league. He said I'm getting some of that too. I need to repay. Yeah? He said I need to get my boomerang money back. I hear you, Jim. Yeah. Do you?
Yo,
so he sent that to you?
Yeah.
Yo, Gabe Flores and Ivan Baranchyk. I think that Jose Zepeda be throwing loopy punches too, but I think Ivan's just he's gonna be on the attack.
Trey Miller said, "Nah, dude, you don't matter till you get new headphones."
I know. coming this Saturday, all right?
Yo, and what was I gonna say? Like, did we
decide?
Speak about Gabriel Flores Jr.?
Oh, I picked him. I told y'all that.
Okay. Because he's like Alex Lemon's boy, right? Like, I remember him always talking to us about.
That's how we got introduced to him, man. And
I seen Alex Lemon's post the other day. He's like, "Yo, I started calling into TBV back in 2012 because I felt like Jose Ramirez wasn't getting no respect, and now look at him, unified champion, calling out Josh Taylor, about to be undisputed. Yo, he loves his fighters. All fighters should have an Alex Lemon as their fan too, man, because my man will go anywhere for both Gabe and Jose.
Yeah.
Yo, Gabe has his own website. That is so dope.
Most fighters do now.
Yeah, well, this is the first time I go into a fighter's website, so they should do better in promoting it, I guess, because if they all got one, I want to be able to visit those sites too.
They don't all have one.
No, most popular fighters.
The guys that would be top guys, they do,
yeah.
Why would a fighter need a website?
Man,
yo,
your
video's up here,
bro. If you're a brand,
your video's up
merchandising. That's on merchandising.
I'm looking at
merchandise. Yeah, that's a good call.
Not only merchandise, but keep your fans up to date. Where you fight, you can't just assume everyone. You can't assume everyone has.
Hold up, yo, TB created on the Gabriel Flores' website, champs.
Yo, you can't just assume that everyone has social media. You want to have a .com. A .com essentially is a landing page, and that landing page gives the necessary information: how to contact, your next event, how to buy those tickets, especially when you're up and coming. You want to have that so people you could just send them there to buy your tickets. When you're local and you need to sell tickets, you don't want to be bombarded. What do we do? What do we hear from guys every time we interview? Oh yeah, it's a hassle when
tickets is hard.
Yeah, because
I want to be everywhere. Like Ness said, I'm everywhere.
Yo,
that makes sense.
Up and coming prospect video by TBV. It was put on the website there and Gabriel Flores.
Yo, R. Jonesy with the super chat. Ness stay talking about Ibev. Call Bob and make the fight, dog. We're gonna wait till Guido knock him out and Bob realizes what I saw on day one, and then they don't call Ibev, then we gonna hire him for Border Wars.
Ooh, and they got Ibev like in the A side on the promotional stuff.
That was a what'd you call it? In your world, like not a typo, but like the junior editor. The copy paster messed that up. There's no way he belongs on the left side. That's disrespectful.
Because I was gonna say
I should call Sam Jones right now. I'll be like, yo, Sam, they got this bullshit going on ESPN.com.
Word.
Yo.
Word. It wasn't just on ESPN too, because the Top Rank released their presser, but they took it down, so maybe that's why. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but maybe I don't know. But I was like, what the hell? Why is Guido on the right side of everything? That's weird.
So yeah, we can move on, right? Y'all all picking A sides, right? We can move on.
Yeah.
Kingsley for 6 rounds.
We go to the UK card or what?
Are we going across the pond? Is Mitty getting mad excited to let us know some new fighters, or is everybody just pretty much?
I'm gonna tell you
this.
I'm not trying to get the eyebrow. This is not my intention. All I'm saying is they need to do better for Americans. Like, I understand. I understand Eddie is from the UK. I understand that, but they hired him as their USA ambassador, and it's like week after week we don't get nothing. Like, if I'm not a hardcore who knows Joshua Buatsi, who was interested in him wanting to fight, Anthony, y'all, like, I gotta make my own storyline, and it's unfair. Now, I will say this for those real boxing fans like myself: Buatsi's on the card. They bringing back my boy Babic is on the card. Alen Babic, the heavyweight, who stepped up the last time.
The Savage?
Exactly.
Yeah, the Savage is there. Like,
Instead
of
Linus and Hardy Jr.
No, and my other guy, I don't know his nationality. I want to assume that he's like Hamed, right? So Mitty, help me out there.
Who's this?
Pfizer?
I don't know. He froze. He
froze to us, but he's not frozen on.
It's all good.
Fiaz, no? Fiaz?
Fiaz Aqib.
Fiaz Aqib. Yeah.
Fiaz Aqib.
Yeah, I think we did a few interviews on him.
You know where he's from?
I want to say like he probably is of like either Pakistani, Bangladeshi, or Indian descent, right? So that's where most of like the Indian kind of like
so we have
people from that part of the world are from in the UK, right? So he's one of those.
We have a UK, I guess he's Indian correspondent, Dave Joel and Dove Joel. And they've been interviewing a lot of UK guys for the past couple of years. So I've been seeing, because I edit the interviews, I've been seeing Fiaz and Fiaz and the fighters that Ashgard trains. So like that's why I picked Hoya Burton. That's why I picked Bentley, because we've been interviewing these guys for at least anywhere from a year to 3 years, a bunch of them. So when I seen that, I'm like, oh, finally I get to see him fight now, because I've just been listening to him for all these years. And I checked it on, and we got about 3 new interviews with Fiaz from just 2020, March, May, and July. And there's probably like 2 that I haven't uploaded. So, yeah.
Hey, but it's actually in a fight. If you remember, I think that fight was supposed to have taken place maybe in the second week in the garden, in the back garden. But he had something on fight week, actually the day before. He's fighting Kane Baker, right?
Yeah.
So that fight is rescheduled from that time where he couldn't make the weight and he actually had to go to hospital. So they're saying that probably either he was sick or the weight cut was too much. So that's going to be like maybe a little bit of a grudge match just because of that. Like Kane Baker was saying that, oh, you know what? He tried to pull out that fight because he didn't want to fight me, blah, blah, blah. So at least we know that it's not that. So it's back. That fight is back on the cards, right? And I know that, Fiaz is also getting like some good review from Carl Frampton, actually. Like, so he's saying like, hey, that kid is the good. So I'm excited to see him,
So also on this card is Mitty's boy, who we interviewed, John Harding Jr. So there is some interest that if you're part of our community, we've built internally, but DAZN and Matchroom need to do a better job of helping American viewing DAZN watchers more familiar with these people. Even Chantelle Cameron, isn't she coming off a loss? Shouldn't this be like some sort of...
No, you're thinking of Shannon Courtney.
Oh, damn. That's right.
Yeah, you're thinking of Shannon Courtney. But actually, Chantelle Cameron, this is for a title.
Well, okay.
This is for a title. And
wow.
I mean, like, I get what you're saying, right? So
140. What is it in women's junior welterweight?
It's the same weight. Right?
Oh, okay.
So, okay. So let me tell you, like, so I get what you're saying, but not every single card every week is going to be that massive card. There are some cards that are bigger than others, and I know that we automatically say that, oh, a Matchroom card is big, but I feel that, you know, their big cards were in the back garden. Now it's the first card for a while now, you know, since they moved out of the back garden, and I guess they have to just build it up slowly to just get to that, you know, second Dillian White Povetkin fight, I guess in November now, right?
So, you shooting for the stars, Mitty. I'm saying spoon feeders. That's
true.
Put a American, one on the card. Daniel, I know they just signed this and it's gonna be a main event, but they could have put Daniel Jacobs and Rosado, like one American to make us watch the rest of the card.
I think, like, you know, if they do that, then especially, I don't think it's going to be the name that you just mentioned. Like, I mean, I would love it, right? I would love it if it's the name that you mentioned. I'm just like you. Give me all the good fights that I can get and just give them to me now. But I think the reality of it, like, and, you know, and to make sense economically, like, they have to have those type of cards. And like you said, to me, it's not a bad card. Like, I'm excited to see. I want to see that fight between, like, Udofia and John Harding Jr. You know, that's a distant domestic scrap for us. Hopefully, you know, he can get that belt, and that'll be a good win for him. And the Chantelle Cameron, again, like they're trying to do something, build our profile even more and give her a title fight there. And then and then you have Buatsi. Buatsi is the name that, you know, they are going to push on that bill. He's the headliner. He's like the guy, you know, who's on a collision course with Anthony Yard. Is the guy that they can use with American names down the line. I don't know. I can see a Buatsi Badu Jack at some point, right? Knowing that Badu just like moved up, and then, you know, that would be like an interesting fight to make, if possible at all. So, we have to take our time, but, you know, should we go for the picks or something? Because I'm excited to bring that.
I mean, I want to mention, I agree with Ness 100%. And it did, for me, it wouldn't even have to be that big. Like, you know, even if Nikita, like White Chocolate, was on there, and I know that doesn't make any sense logistically. I'm just saying, like, even a fighter who's up and coming, like, you know, anybody, that would be nice. But yeah,
I'm excited for the Pester fight, man. You know,
you know it.
My man Pester and shit. So shout out to Pester. He you know, was there some beef? Remind us. Was there some beef?
I mean, there was some beef.
Words exchanged, you know.
Words exchanged, but, like, you know, from what I got, right, and from what he told us, like, they were cool before. They sparred before. There are two spar where Udofia had like the better of him in one, and then in the second one, Pester got the better of him. So. At least they know each other. But then once the fight was announced, that's when I think, like, you know, Pester took exception to something that Udofia would have said in an interview or something, and then he called him out on that, and then you know, Pester was telling us that Udofia apologized and say, oh, you know, I apologize.
He's scared, y'all. He's scared.
I mean, you have to create like that, at least, like, you know, you have, whether it's real or not, you have to create like the hype for us to be interested, like, especially if you don't know those guys, you have to just like let us know that there's something for us to just like look forward to. And I think it's going to be a good fight because Linus can bang, you know, he's got a good right hand. Pester said it himself. And I think he's a good boxer, but like, you know, Pester just brings in like that, you know, work rates, and, you know, he just, you know, he fights like with someone who has that hunger and doesn't want to be denied, right? But and also don't deny the skills either. I think, you know, he's got decent skills. So it's gonna be like who wants it the most, I think, on
let's go,
on
champ.
Sunday.
You feel me?
You know. So, but yeah, like, and also being part of a camp where, you know, the energy is high. I know that, you know, Dillian lost, but before that, like, the energy was high, and the chemistry is kind of good. If you follow them on like IG and all that, you will see the stories that they post. The energy within the camp seems good to me, and, hopefully that can translate into a good performance on the night. So yeah, I'm interested. I want to see that, man.
Hey, yo, and this Babic savage man.
He's a savage.
You know what I'm saying? He looks like he was in that series. What is it? The Vikings with Ragnar Lothbrok.
Hey, he's crazy.
Yeah. Well, he's fighting an Irishman, so
I mean, like, I think it's a give me fight, right? So just he's supposed to look good, especially now the way they build him up. I don't know if you guys seen it, right? They ask him in the build up, like in an interview, do you have a message for your opponent? And he turned around like a killer. He just said, I'm going to fuck him up, or I'm going to fuck you up, or something like that. That one-liner kind of message that just created the buzz and the excitement, right? So he's a character for sure.
So this guy, Niall Kennedy, is nobody really. I mean, I saw 13-1, 8 KOs. I mean,
I don't know him, and
is this the guy that's like fighting in the backyards and shit, knocking guys out that we don't hear about, or is he a test at all, or is this just a here stay busy fight?
I don't even want to just like make like some kind of like judgment on his skills and all that, because I don't know him, I haven't seen him.
Oh no! And he looks like my high school principal.
And that wouldn't be fair to say who he is, but just purely of what I know or what I would be doing if I was promoting Babic, and especially based on what he's done in his last fight, I would not be trying to give him like a fight that he would lose on this card. I'll build him up even more. I'll just get him like more KOs and stuff like that. So I think it'll just be maybe an interesting test, but he's, at least in my mind, he's expected to take care of business and get another knockout, right? So, yeah, man. So that's pretty much like the card. So I'm picking like Chantelle Cameron. I'm picking Buatsi. I'm picking Babic, and it's a tough one, but I think I'm going for John Harding Jr.
Yeah, I got the same ones you got. Hedges, Harding. I don't know Aqib, and then Babic, of course, and Buatsi, and Cameron, because you told me to.
Yo, John Hedges. Yo, same thing, bro. I'm telling you, these are easy, Doug. I got John Hedges. I'm gonna go.
Well, Harding's the B-side, though. Remember.
Yeah, but I guess we're getting excited. Yeah, I guess we got that one as an underdog. Just I guess on paper, right? He's an underdog.
Yeah, I won't lie to say, like, based on record and all that, like people that I've seen, and also people that I know that have seen small hole shows, like they're probably more familiar or just inclined to pick for Linus Udofia. But and especially like, if you want to just like look at record, like John Harding Jr. has a loss on his record, and he has a loss against like the guy that fought recently, Jack Cullen, right? So, but I don't know if I'm correct in saying that he just took the fight on a short notice and he just like jumped on the opportunity and he lost. But at least like, if people looked at the at that record only, they'll see that he has a loss on his record. If you look at the fight against Jack Cullen, he got stopped. And,
8th round stoppage.
Yeah, and so maybe that will count against him when people pick. But I believe in development. I believe in like people just like
turn up in certain situations.
Turning up for the opportunity, exactly. Yeah.
So you not picking him with your heart. You really think Harding winning?
I think there's a bit of both there. Like, to be honest, like it's a 50-50, but I can see him winning. Like, and I can see him on work rate. I can see him taking care of that right hand and then just imposing his own right hand, hey, listen, I've seen him spar recently, right? So I like.
You got more visuals on Pester, right? That's what I guess gives you that extra confidence to be inclined.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I get it, champion, but I'm the same way with you guys. John Hedges, John Harding, Aqib. I've been looking at some of his stuff. He's a pretty interesting kid. Has some interesting stories as an amateur. And then the Savage, I guess he's gonna take care of business if he goes Savage on this guy. I just looked at a couple of like rounds of Niall Kennedy. I mean, he's gonna be there to fight. So whatever. Can't really, go against him too much. But Alen on that one. Chantelle Cameron, definitely. Adriana, Brasileira. Looks like she's gone the distance with a few people that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to give that one to Cameron. And Joshua Buatsi, man, I've been hearing about Joshua Buatsi for a while. Even when Mike was on over here, he was big on Buatsi.
Oh, he loved him some Buatsi.
Yeah, he loved Buatsi. And look, man, they bringing him along just right, I guess. They got a good strategy for Joshua Buatsi, and I remember him saying plenty of times on interviews that you got to be patient in this game. Timing is everything. So, yeah, Joshua Buatsi. Don't know Marko Calic. Yeah. Notes? Call you notas?
Yeah, man. Notes. Real quick. Real quick.
Next to pick, right?
Shadeja. Oh, yeah. All A sides. I'm picking against Harding.
Oof. You're going Udofia.
Yeah, I picked Udofia. I went back and checked. I picked Udofia on the league, so it's like.
Don't worry. I'll Texas barbecue that crow for you on Sunday.
But I want to just remind everybody that Shadeja Green is going to be fighting this weekend in Mexico. She's taking on a common opponent with Mariciela Conejo, common opponent with Alejandra Jimenez, most famously known, obviously, for the big fight with Franchon Cruz DAZN. But a good common opponent with 11 wins and 8 losses. Another developmental fight. And this girl's a heavyweight, so I don't know how much she's coming down for this fight. Because when she fought Alejandra, she was a heavyweight. But, Shadeja gets another fight, man. She gets another fight with a girl that's also been active. This girl just fought in September. Now she's back 1 month later. She got a win, too. So, she's back now facing Shadeja 1 month later. And Shadeja needing this, other win to continue to pile up the wins. Right now, she's 5-0. And, 4 KOs. So, little by little, making the noise. And, man, I can see this time next year or late next year. Late next year. We're, talking about her in a big fight, man. She's moving. This is for a WBC interim. Damn, let me double check. But it's international. WBC international super middleweight title.
Oh, and you said a girl is coming down from.
Oh, snap! Jemmy is so smart. Wow. Why didn't I think of that? He's just paying for Naja to play.
Yeah, that's what he messaged me. He said that it wasn't for him. Bro, he paid for Naja.
And that's what I said. Naja's won the last 3 times, so it's like.
Oh, and then they're gonna split it.
I guess.
Are they? No, I don't know. Naja didn't say any of that.
I mean, how else are you gonna pay and not split? If I'm paying, we gotta come to. I'm paying, you picking.
I play enough poker. I've had people. What's it called?
He's gonna have to chase her in the UK or something.
What you mean? I got the control of the funds. Nah. They gotta definitely come to an agreement. But
yes,
I'm assuming they already did.
That's between them, man. I don't even want to be in the middle.
I'm assuming they already did. Mitty just loves to stir trouble when it comes to Naja, man.
No, I'm not, getting in the middle of that, man. He's just speaking, he's just paying for her. That's her name's going to be on the Pro League. If she wins, the money goes to her.
Yeah, but I bet
that's his problem.
Probably be like, oh, at least here's your money back. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the thing is that I can't act like I don't know.
Like I'm taking that whole thing.
I can't act like I don't know. He's literally cash apping me and telling me. You know what I mean? So they have.
No, I know, but I can't be involved in the transaction between the two of them. So what I'll do is in the league. The Pro League participant is Naja. When she wins, that's her winnings. Like whatever they decided to do.
No. That's not up to us. That's
you can't be the intermediary between them.
Word. Yeah, no, I thought you. My bad. I didn't get what you were saying, but yeah, that I get. You're right. It goes to her, and then they figure that out.
That's a sweet deal, though. That's a sweet deal. I should have thought of that, bro.
That's what. Listen, so people listen. I know it's gonna sound stupid, but I'm actually really good at poker. Like really good. I've had.
You said you were really good at this.
Are you sure?
Yo, Mitty, Mario literally told us that he plays all types of fantasy leagues. He's really good. He was dying for this. He's gonna show us blah 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 blah. Now he's switching it up. No, I'm better at poker.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. You know what? Somebody, yeah, you know, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna start winning. I'm gonna take y'all's money now. Now I'm mad.
Yo, he said he didn't even talk to her. He said, I'm going to talk to her. Oh, my God. He's securing the bag. He's securing the bag without securing the bag.
That's what I'm saying. He said he didn't speak to her. I'm telling you, when she's running with the money, don't come to us, man. Like, I don't know nothing about that, man.
No, that's but
I couldn't understand why she didn't do it, bro. I can't, honestly. I can't understand why. Like,
hey, some people are just like more like, they're more like free mentally when there's not the pressure of this, right? Maybe like you start just thinking too much about your picks when you have the pressure of like the money, and it changes everything, man. Some of the stuff you would have done without thinking about it, say, yeah, I'm gonna take the risk. You don't want to do it anymore, and then you're just like, damn, I should have taken that risk, man. That's betting, man. It only matters when you have the money on the line.
I feel you. But yeah, listen, if those are the fights and Ness has made his picks, we can go on to the notes. One of the notes that we have up is Ronnie Shields tells boxing scene that Jermall Charlo would face Canelo at 168 or 175. And I'll read these quotes real quick. Say what? He says, and this is Shields talking to boxingscene.com. Shout out to Keith Idek, who wrote the article. Go ahead.
Telling y'all, Border Wars is going to be our biggest thing 5 years from now. I just got hit up by a coach saying, I got 2 amateur fighters I'm looking to get on your show on October 24th.
Let's go, champ.
What?
Yo, we need our own show, man. I'm telling you. See, and Doomy knows the lady here in Jersey, man. She got a mafia on this shit, bro. We need in. I need dates in Jersey.
The quote.
I need dates in Jersey, man. She can't just be giving out dates like she the godfather, man. Yeah.
She the godmother, dog.
I need the dates, man. I'm gonna bring amateur boxing back, man. I'm gonna bring amateur boxing back. Don't nobody tune into the amateurs, dog. Ain't nobody know Duke Ragan until he signed the Jane Prince.
Because there's no place where you can create storylines like here.
We should reach out to her, Ness. Really.
Nobody ain't know him. Yeah, Brandon knew him because he's from Cincinnati and Ohio runs boxing. But what I'm saying is, outside of your local community, what buzzes you getting? If we start doing shows that's international like this, cross the country like this, with exposure, get a little bit more organized. This is better for your amateur career and pro career than fighting in the amateurs where nobody even knows you fighting. There's no footage of it. There's no interviews. There's no storyline, no build-up. Zippity fucking doodah. That being said, Mitty, man, this guy wants you, man. You available? What?
He wants me? How does he know me, man?
Nah, I'm joking.
They heard about you, champ. Your name ringing bells out here, champ.
He said, send your best fighter.
I'm about to let them come. I'm about to set it up.
They gonna have to send their best fighters for the champ.
And matchmake. I'm gonna tell Steve, like, yo, you got them 2 grudge match dudes. Let them actually team up. So it's your gym versus Wisconsin. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
That makes sense actually. Yeah. So you can see the level of competition and all that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Call you Ronnie Shields.
Ronnie Shields is saying a lot of things. Shout out to Keith Idek, who wrote the story on boxingscene.com. And
so how y'all feel about that? Yo, is my mic good? Or?
Ronnie's on tomorrow. After he gets out the dentist, he's on tomorrow. He is going to be trying video for the first time. I got him to talk to his son and get some headphones from his son, so hopefully we get Ronnie on the big screen.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, speaking of Ronnie, he said, I know Canelo's going through some things right now with DAZN and with Oscar De La Hoya. He said, so maybe if they get their situation together, they can sit down, they can call out, and we could make the fight. That's probably the fight that makes the most sense for Canelo. I think for Canelo, that makes the most sense, and for Jamal. Then he went on to say to Boxing Scenes, he said, we could fight him at 168. We could fight him at 175. Wherever he want to fight, we can fight. It should be no problem. It's a tough fight. Canelo's a great fighter. But again, Jamal rises up to the competition, and it would be a great fight. It would be the fight that fans would definitely want to see, and the fight that needs to be made.
I wonder if Canelo strategically says, yeah, let's do it at 75, assuming that Charlo would be slower.
Man, my man, like, Charlo looked huge. He looked big. In that fight against Derevchenko. I think it will be huge, good at 175, man. At 160,
I think he might be better off at 175 than Canelo. I wonder.
Bro, he looked like a beast, man.
Because, as good as Canelo is, he's not like, I don't know, he's not like a big puncher up at those weight classes. Like, I don't know how much of power Jamal carries, but I'd have to, I don't know. I'm not going to assume anything, but if I had to bet, I think that Jamal might feel more comfortable at 175. I could be wrong, but I just feel that way.
Who knows, dude? They are big though, bro. They're big framed. I mean, I feel like they could carry a little extra 5 pounds, won't matter on that frame. But real quick, super chat, Art Jonesy says, let's stay talking about Ibev. Call Bob, make the fight. Laughing emoji.
Real quick, super chat from Doomy's headphones. Doomy, I'm on my
way. You got that. Yo, did Coach Myers go then? I'm done.
Don't know, man.
All right, when is Coach Mitty making him Border Wars debut? Coach Mitty's been at like 3 Border Wars already. He even took on the Doomatron, and according to Ness, he demolished me or whatnot.
Coach Meyer is a new Patreon. That's why he can't, he's not seeing that. If you go on Patreon, just go and see the...
Coach Myers,
go use the search bar.
You can decide, Coach Myers, me versus Coach Mid.
Listen, use the little magnifying glass search bar on Patreon. It is phenomenal. After I figured that out, you can just put the one word. Like, if you want rules, put the word rules. The rules for the TBV Fantasy Pick'em League will show up. The rules for the chat will show up. You want Border Wars? Put Border Wars or Border Wars content. You want specific fighters? Put that fighter's name and content for that fighter will pop up. That's going to make your search so much simpler.
No more scrolling the death scroll?
No, it's because we put like tags on the articles, right? So if you have a tag on the article that you create, you use the hashtag and then it just it allows you to just speed up the search, man.
Hell yeah, bro. That is what's up.
I don't know if it works on the app, though. You have to be on the desktop.
Yeah, it ain't no search on the app. That's the whack part.
Damn. All right. Well, most of the time people are on their phones, so.
Yeah, they need to update. That's the thing.
Yeah. And I think that was it with the super chat. I mean, we got one more actually from Dollar DiBiase. Shout out TBV. Let's get it. Shout out to Dollar, man. Cheers. Now, I guess we're going to take it back to some of these notes because I know y'all don't like to hear it, but yeah, Pacquiao only fights McGregor if he can be the co-promoter. MMA star McGregor dipping his hands into the boxing again.
Word. I think it's fair. I think that's a fair thing to ask for, to be the co-promoter. I mean, I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna say McGregor's the bigger star. I think Pacquiao's the bigger star. I think he's done more in the sport of boxing than McGregor's done in the sport of MMA. Maybe not for the sport of MMA, like McGregor's bigger for MMA.
Who's the biggest star right now, you said?
I think Pacquiao.
Nah, champ.
I don't know, champ.
You said no? I think Pacquiao too.
Star, like, for far as what he's done in the sport, hell yeah.
I mean, but star encompasses everything, not just
McGregor's out there, dude. And after that Mayweather thing, his stock went out the roof. So I don't know who's bringing more attention to this fight, Conor McGregor or Pacquiao. I mean, think about it.
I mean, they're in Pacquiao's sport, so it's like boxing is bigger as a whole. So if I'm gonna say, well, who's bigger? Well, in the sport of boxing is Pacquiao. Yeah, so it's got to be Pacquiao. That's the bigger guy.
Pacquiao versus some other guy. I mean, but we know that this is the fight that obviously is going to pull in any fans from MMA that are on the other side over to watch this. This is one of those fights where you get that. You know what I'm saying? Just like Mayweather and Conor, it was you knew you were going to go watch Mayweather, but like people that didn't know about, you know, boxing and you know, and not interested in it, they were like, wait a minute, they're fighting Mayweather and Conor McGregor. I mean, Mayweather always had his, you know, his fame, but Conor McGregor, I think, adds more to Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pretty sure he added more to Mayweather too. You know, I'm not going to say that Mayweather sold this fight on his own, because if you can see, Conor was the one talking. He's the one who sells the fights. I don't know if it's going to be like that, though, because Pacquiao's mad quiet. So I don't know how that would look. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like... I don't... Go ahead, Vinny.
To me, like, I mean... I'm hearing what you're saying, Doomy, right? Maybe I just don't want to be. I just don't want to believe it. That's the problem. But like, maybe to a newer audience, and like, you know, a lot of people get like start tuning into MMA, UFC, and all that. So yeah, I can believe that maybe like McGregor creates like much more buzz for sure. He does crazy stuff as well. Is in the news like sometimes for good reason, sometimes for bad reason, and he's been in massive fights, right? Whether it's in boxing or in MMA, right? So, but I'm still stuck on the idea that Pacquiao is like a legend, bro, and Pacquiao brings in like a whole nation with him, like he brings in a whole like side of like, you know, like a continent, and also people that just want to just like root for the good guy, kind of like root for Pacquiao, right? So,
I mean, look, I hear that too. I'm not even like, you know, denying any of that. But like I said, these fights, the combination of these two is just, it's not your normal boxing promotion or MMA promotion. When, you know, we got so much like not beef, but like the competition between the two sports. And, you know, we're always talking about, you know, who wins and who's going to win and what's the tougher sport. So you got all these things that come into play that make it, the dynamics of this fight a little different from the other ones.
Yeah.
Yo, but yeah, he wants to be co-promoter, obviously. You know, he wants equal shares, you know what I'm saying? He wants to be able to have dibs on the popcorn stand and all that. But I mean, I don't know where this is going on, if it's going on with a crowd or not. You know, we're moving forward with this whole COVID stuff, but you know, we're this is all just, I guess, talk.
He wants to sell his whiskey, right? You guys told me about his like brand of whiskey last
Proper
time.
12, yeah.
Proper 12, right? Yeah. Hey, you know.
He got money, man. He got money.
I believe you. Like, I mean, it would be silly if he wasn't capitalizing on his fame and all that, right? So I'm sure he's got like people around him advising him on how to do things right. Also, like, so that brand of whiskey, it didn't just come out of nowhere, right? So yeah, that's smart, man.
He be bringing all the Irish fans. Real quick super chat. On the super chat is Coach Myers says, Ness, I heard you the Border Wars champ, but in the chat they said you the paper champ. Talk to me, bro. They hating on you or what?
Yo, 4 fights, 7 knockdowns, man. Until I could retire right now and they still can't catch up to my fucking legacy, bro. I'm like the Ali to Wilder's 10 defense legacy, you know what
You can't touch me, you're not man enough.
You know what I mean? They got to build resume, man. Mario ain't got not one defense. So if I'm a paper champ, what's a guy like Keem and Mario that never even fought yet? You know, what's Sony that he ain't even fought yet if I'm a paper champ? But that's what it is. It's easy. It's easy to sit on the outside. It's easy to sit on the outside and say what you can do. It's harder to get on the inside and do what you said. You know what I mean? That's all.
Oh, Ness, where you at in the pound for pound, you know, ranking?
I think I'm like number 3 too. You know, like I look. It's funny. It's funny, right? I'm the Terrence Crawford. I've always said I was the Wilder of Border Wars because of all the knockdowns. So you know, I'm the only one with the big power. But I'm the Terrence Crawford of Border Wars because I just fight the guys in front of me. I got no control over who signs up. I got no control that you decided to eat your life into shambles and be whatever weight you is at whatever height you is. I am who I am. Don't be mad at me because I'm taller than and more slim than you. Go work. So people get mad at me because of who I'm beating. I'm just beating who's in front of me. That's all.
I hear you. I mean, it sounds like Coach Myers is interested anyway, so I'm sure we're going to see him make his debut soon, man.
Yo, boxing expert said Ness record padded more than La Chala. Laugh out loud. Yo, my shit ain't padded, bruh. Yo, listen, let me tell you. Again, like Crawford, right? I'm going to use all the Crawford arguments. Mitty, check this out. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. They're going to hate. They're going to hate on me because I'm using their arguments, right? Look, the fighters I'm beating, I'm making them look like I'm cherry picking, but they out here getting draws and wins over the other heavyweights. So just think about that for a second. The people that I'm spanking that you think I'm cherry picking, other people need to get rematches on their resumes to clear that shit up. Just think about that. I'm the Crawford of this shit. No longer am I saying I'm Wilder. Y'all know I got the power. Now I'm Crawford. I'm fight whoever's in front of me, and y'all mad. That's all.
I mean, they're good as dead.
That's it. That's it. I would have been fighting this season, but, you know, we ain't going to get into my coach playing the dippity-doo-wah.
Oh! Damn. Yo. We're gonna. I guess if you guys don't want to stay on the Pacquiao, he says only fights McGregor if he can be the promoter, the co-promoter.
Yo, that was the silliest quote I seen. Word is born. I wanted to talk about that so bad, but I'm like, I'm not doing this show. But what does that even mean? Like, why is he even saying that in the media? Like, why wouldn't you be the co-promoter? Like, why would this be an all McGregor promotion somehow? Like.
He putting up that guap, got like, that proper 12 in each corner.
Dude, it's only a fight because of Pacquiao. Like, McGregor's literally retired from the other sport of rolling around on the floor. So I don't understand. Like, what does he bring to the table? Without Pacquiao, who's interested?
Oh, is he retired?
Isn't he?
He's not fighting? I don't know.
Nah, he's doing his own thing, man. He said he retired.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd seen that. I thought I seen him announce it.
Yeah, you just never know with these guys. Is he retired? He's coming back to fight?
I don't know. I thought he retired in the past, right? He retired and came back again.
He said something, yeah.
I don't know.
And I don't know if that just meant UFC, MMA, period. I know a lot of fighters were a little distraught.
No, but he won't be the sole promoter for that. That's for sure.
Yo,
there must be Pacquiao's promoters in
Dana.
I see the chat. I see the chat. They've been building this fight up for like 3 years already, And when I beat him, they're going to say he was too small after I beat him. Come on, bro. Chill, man. Don't get Mitty killed, man. He fast, but he's small.
Yo.
Killed, man.
Yo, I'm going to have to take everything I seen him do me, I'm going to have to, get back. It's gonna be like the teacher. Like I'm gonna have to get the revenge for my teacher. It's like Cobra Kai. It's Cobra Kai.
I'm gonna be Cobra Kai. Yo, Mitty's the what's his name? Johnny.
Yeah,
Johnny.
Yo, I love both awards though, man. This coach got me souped up, man. I can't believe that. Imagine 5 years from now, how many coaches will be hitting us up to my, yo, can I get my fight on your show? Mitty, man, you got to move to America, man. We got to bring white-collar boxing over here. You can see that there's a void, man. Especially when things are open.
I know that people hustle a lot in America, and if there's a void, I'm really thinking why, right? Is it because they tried it and maybe they don't know how to do it? But I doubt it, man. I don't know, right? But there's potential. We all love that, man. We all love that. And I don't know why it's not getting done, but
hilarious, yo. I wish I was born in the UK and a fighter. Like they literally saying Mitty will stop me with a body shot. Yo, they would.
They seen the league sparring session, man. They saw the sparring session. They say,
who you sparred?
Who leaked the footage, man? Who leaked the footage?
Who you sparred? Oh, Doomy.
Huh?
The Doomy's footage.
They said, man, they seen a little bit of a move around. They said, woof, they must have seen something, man. I don't know. We need to see what's going on. Man.
Got you, buddy.
Yo, they said Mitty to Mikey Garcia. He sees something. Yo, what else is on the docket? Anything else?
We had one last thing I think on there with I think Mario, man, this is your division, bro.
He
I
always
say
dips out. Oh, he's there. I thought he dipped out on the little guys again.
Nah. He's the advocate voice for the smaller weight divisions, but the monster Inui is scared of me. If Inui doesn't fight me, then I'll fight Guillermo Rigondeaux, Luis Neri, or any of the top fighters. And I'm assuming this was Casamioris that said this. But are you unmuted, champ Marioski?
Yeah, I'm here.
Was that Casamioris that said that? That quote?
Yeah, Casamiro said that he would fight either one of those guys, Rigondeaux or Neri, if Inui doesn't fight him. Remember, the fight was supposed to happen earlier this year. Then COVID pushed it back, and then they just couldn't get to a deal, probably because of
But I told you guys, like when we did the live fight chat for Casimiro, after his win in the ring, he called out Inoue straight away, and he used like language that just like shocked me, because you always see like Filipino guys very quiet, respectful, and he said straight away, he just shouted something like, "They say he's the fucking monster. No, I'm the fucking monster. Inoue, where you at?" So he called him out straight away. So he wants that fight, and I want to see that fight too. Like Casimiro has like some good power. Those are two good punchers there in the ring, so that could be very interesting, man.
Yo, look at Jared Hurd, big ass in the ring with Efe Ajagba. Yo, I wonder if Jared's gonna leave out, because he's all like playing real nice with them top-ranked boys. Yo, he looks swollen, Jared Hurd. Yo, I can't believe he light sparring. It's like control sparring with Ajagba. It's pretty dope, though. No headgear.
Yeah.
They just working, though. Dang, yo.
They're just working. Ajagba working on movement.
Yeah, they working on movement and stuff, but you still get a good little sweat like that, man. You still got that mental pressure. He's still a heavyweight in front of your face,
Yeah.
Let's go to these callers, right? Are we done with the Inoue nonsense?
Yeah,
Where's that nonsense?
No, you know what? For that, I got some more to say about it.
I mean, I'm just saying, Sean Gibbons.
Casimiro looked really good. I think that he showed his grit. He showed his merit. He made a really big splash, and Inui really needs to come to the table here. They need to figure this one out. There's not a ton of really big fights at this weight class, and this is one of them, but at the same time, I'd love to see Neri fight. I'd love to see the Rigondeaux fight. So, as long as he gets a big fight, I'm good. But he deserves it after that performance on Saturday.
Hey, listen, Casimiro is interesting. He has like a good resume, like a decent resume. Like, what he did to Tete. And, at one point, people were very hyped on Tete, right? Zolani Tete. He just stopped him like in free, right? So, and Inoue and Tete was supposed to be like the good fight, the fight that we're interested in. So I want to see Casimiro against Inoue. That'll be a good fight, man.
But that's the thing, guys. Like, see, and this is again, like why we can't just box and just worry about training. We got to watch the sport. Like, Sean Gibbons is the manager of Pacquiao and Casimiro, and they're fighting on PBC now. Inoue's on a whole nother street. Like, if they wanted that fight, it was available a few months ago when they had a deal in place. Like, the same time when there was alleged rumors of Pacquiao fighting Crawford. You see the connection there? Sean Gibbons, manager of both, talks to Bob, can make it happen. All of a sudden, those rumors go dead, and now Casimiro is on PBC, and all of a sudden, Pacquiao is not fighting Crawford. He's mentioned now with guys like Mikey and McGregor. So I'm just saying, I don't know if that's going to happen right away. And I try not to get excited for like stuff that has to pass the political Mason-Dixie line.
All right, so that's why you call it nonsense. Like it's not about to happen anytime soon. Okay, not because it's not a decent fight.
Listen to what he said.
He's trying to save himself now.
Listen to what he said. That's exactly why I'm calling nonsense. He said, he's not a monster. I'll fight Louis Neri or Rigondeaux. Oh, 2 PBC guys. Oh, thanks, Ness, for bringing that up for me. And same thing Bob does. No, we'll fight Urgas, Porter, Jamal James, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Earl Spence, Deontay Wilder, and Kelbrook. And then it's Kelbrook. So, come on, guys. Come on. We have to get better at deciphering through the bullshit. We have to get better.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel you. I think, though, when it comes to little guys, because there's not a ton of money on the table each time they go out, that the bigger fights are not, I wouldn't say easier to make, but there's a little more desperation to make them. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I agree. The PBC aspect of it makes it easier, and it's important that you said that. But I also think it's important to know that, at the lighter weight classes, these guys are hungry. These guys will fight. And that's why I appreciate these weight classes more than most, because these guys do fight each other.
I would love to see, more of a new way. Last person I remember that he fought of note was Nonito Donaire, right?
Yeah, it was a good fight.
That was a great fight.
And Donaire was what, 37? The age that they like to criticize Canelo's opponents, no? What's that? Oh, he's 39, the age of Gamboa, Haney's opponent. What? I didn't hear you. What?
Is he 39?
He's 40. He's 40. White's opponent. Okay. No, I'm just saying.
No.
I just want context.
AJ's opponent.
Pulev. No, because you see, if we start giving the context, then they won't say, oh, he's old. Or you won't have certain guys saying, oh, no, this guy only fights guy at 35. Like, wait, so the rest of the world doesn't do this? That's not how boxing is? Like, you get the former champ? But anyway, we chopped it up. We got Luke Santamaria in about 15 minutes. I think we take some calls and we come back to Luke. He's going to jump on the screen there, and we'll go from there. I'm going to play these sound bites.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And, if anybody got any final thoughts, we could do that now. If not, I'll go ahead and open up these phone lines. All right.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Let's go out to Coach Myers. Boomerang, talk to us.
Yo, what's going on?
How are you?
All right. What's the topic of today? I know you talked about 4 different things, but what's the actual topic?
Oh, nah, man. Thursdays is usually previews and predictions plus any news and notes. So one of the main 4 topics is Canelo refiling the contract. Then we got ESPN card. We got the PBC. Oh, no, wait. Why didn't we talk about the PBC card? They fight October 3rd. Yeah, wow.
Who is it?
Who's fighting?
Who's fighting?
Luke Santamaria, guys. Saturday.
We spoke about it, right?
Yeah, we spoke about it. Yeah.
But it's not on there.
I forgot that was a PBC card.
But who else?
We did a prediction.
Yeah, but who else is on the card? We didn't talk about the card. We just talked about that one fight. It's not on the docket.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why.
Yo.
Who's on the card?
Wait, so none of those are on the Pick'em League either?
Yeah. Oh no, there is Magsayo and there is I think this is the main event, or the co-main event, and then there's another. They only 3 fights.
What is it, Magsayo versus Hermosillo?
Yeah,
I want to do that and come back to me.
That's the co-main event. Yeah.
Nah, go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry, restarting.
Oh nah, it's all good. I'm just chilling. I'm just listening. You know what I mean? Listening to y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Basically keep me entertained, throughout the day, throughout the night. So I'm just entertained, just sending my super chats. I don't know. They talking Coach Mitty and Ness, a TVB pay-per-view. I don't know. It's heating up.
Mitty,
what I mean? Catch him at a catch weight.
Mitty is 160 pounds. He 160 pounds. He the mandatory to the 160-pound champ. I'm 200 plus division champ.
All right. Well, just
the people's hero.
I mean, just to let you know, Ness. You know what I mean? I'll be having your back. I heard that you was the champ. You know what I mean? But on the back call, they be telling me something different. You know what I mean? So I had to hear from you.
Back
You know what I mean?
back call, bunch of haters, man. That's all. Bunch of haters,
All right.
man. I'm Crawford, man. I'm glad I know it's the back call. Now it's really gonna rub them the wrong way that I'm Crawford of Border Wars, man. I fight who's in front of me. That's it. And then my fights don't look like the other heavyweight fights. That's just the bottom line. But anyway, you still got mad time, Coach Myers. On Thursdays, y'all get way more time.
Oh, no, it's all good. You go next caller. I'll chime back in later. Just listening.
All right, we going out to Seattle, Washington.
Mr. DBC, baby.
Boxingworks.com. From the flyers, Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. You cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. DBC, baby.
Yeah, hello? Hello?
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
Yeah. What was the show about? I forgot. It was about Canelo?
Yeah, we're talking Canelo.
All right, thank you.
Also Davis.
Leo Santa Cruz getting pushed back. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me call right back.
Alrighty then. Looking like J-Mac, New Orleans.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet?
You bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, what's up? The Terrence Crawford of TVV. Get the fuck out of here.
But ain't that what you say, that Bud could only fight who's in front of him?
Nah, Bud, you don't do what Bud do. You pick your cans.
So,
and ain't this no disrespect to the fighter, and you get him in there, and you be overmatched and stuff like that.
How do I pick them? Isn't that the people that sign up?
No. You pick the people, you match make, and you make sure you pick who you think you can fare better with. And stuff. All respect to that dude.
That's obviously your opinion, but that's not the truth.
I've heard multiple people say about your matchmaking.
Multiple people are nothing but liars. I've actually even done polls and allowed the fans to pick who they want me to fight, and then fought who they asked me to fight. Unlike other pussies running around here, I'm the real truth. Remember that. The problem is, you obviously ain't paying attention. Secondly, ain't doing the research.
Okay. The topics of the show. Oh my goodness. I'm not about to go there with you and talk that shit, man. Look, I hear you, bro. You got it. You the man. Topic of the show, the fight getting pushed back. I was looking forward to that, man. That little Santa Cruz fight. I'm open with both of it. I'm going either way. I'm wondering why Leo's so eager to get in there with Tank. I wonder if he feel like he can call Frampton's second fight. And I forget the little dude that's the little talk show host. Didn't he beat him twice as well too? The one that wanted to fight Tank, but he had an injury.
Abner Mars?
Abner Mars.
Yeah, Abner. Yeah, didn't he fight him twice?
He fought Leo twice, yeah. Lost twice.
He fought him twice, and he fought Frampton twice. Right?
Leo fought, both of those guys twice.
Both of them.
But Frampton
right.
was a rematch, though.
He lost the first one. He lost the first one.
I know he lost to Frampton. That's why I say the second fight, Frampton, when he went out there, he was outpointing Frampton and then got him out of there, show he could use his range and box. I mean, I got him out there, and then he beat him in the second fight when he showed he could use his range and box. That's the best fight I do have on fighting Tank because gas tank, we don't know how long that gas gonna last. But however, he's foolish enough to stand in front there and let Tank just land with the 13 shots. I mean, even though his combinations is weak and it's not high level, I think he can still get him out there with his power. What's the other topic?
Canelo.
Contract. Canelo's refiled.
You talking about Court Danelo?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, this dude. Hey, last time I got on here, I was verbally assaulted and attacked by you when I got on here and I voiced my opinion. The dude rather fight a court date and sue people than to get in the ring and fight the Andrades, the Cholos of the world and stuff like that. And actually, he should be going after Cholo after that performance. I think Cholo looking very. Canelo never seen him looking beatable. This is a good time to go after Cholo. That jab didn't look educated enough for me.
Wasn't Bud in court?
We're not talking about Bud. We're talking about Colt Danelo, who's trying to sue. He's trying to sue to, instead of getting a fight and representing and being the face of boxing, he want to be the face of court dates.
Won't you tell the truth? Won't you tell the truth? He doing what Bud wish he could do. He getting out his contract, and I ain't talking about the Bob Arum contract that all you casual Bud fans know about. I'm talking about the other little contract. I'm talking about the other little contract that every single time he fight, he got to give that other dude that nobody ever heard of a big ass check.
Can I get the rest of my seconds? Can I get the rest of my seconds?
That is what we talking about.
He rather instead of fighting somebody, he rather.
I got you on an extra though, chat. But you see, that's the difference. People want to laugh. It's like the COVID and Eddie thing. It's like, oh, he got COVID, ha, ha, ha. He's in court. But, like, wait, what happened when Bud was in court and lost? And now he got to pay that promoter every time he fight. So, I don't get it. We laughing at other people's misfortune. Did we laugh and clap when Mikey was in court? Yo, Mikey, you sent out for 2 years. Ha, ha, ha. Mikey court date Garcia.
He said, like, he called Abner Maras the talk show host or something like that.
Yeah. You know, he's been getting his shine on there.
He said, like, that's crazy, man.
Poor Danelo. I was like, damn, I haven't heard that one. Yo, boxing expert on the super chat says, why won't these quote-unquote fans push for an Andrade fight? I mean, where is Andrade right now?
That was a beautiful response.
Boston, no, that's not what.
That was a beautiful response, yo. But really, in serious boxing news, for Surefire D from Houston is 200 pounds.
No,
bruh, he said
Surefire D is like 168.
I'm texting him right now, and he's like, bro, I heard you doing Border Wars 8. I would love to fight, but I don't know if I'll make weight. I'm like 200 plus.
So he's not 200, it's 200 plus.
He says I'm in the 200s.
Oh,
200.
Damn.
Damn. He's in the hundreds.
And Mitty, that was gonna be your fight too. If Ducey don't pop up, that's your vacant title shot.
We were talking before the show, man. This like pandemic is just messing people up.
Hell
man.
yeah. I'm scared to check how much I weigh.
It's crazy, man.
How much you went up, Mitty? What you weighing right now? Like 180?
187, which is bad.
Bro, I'm going to be mad. If I get back on the scale and I'm 270, I'm going to be scared. I don't think I am. I feel like still slim. I be looking slim. But I'm running from the scale.
That's how you keep
I'm running from the scale, and it takes AAA batteries, so we haven't been able to use it for a minute.
He's like, I ain't getting those. I don't want to see that shit.
You're avoiding AAA everywhere you go.
Yo, did y'all get my Yimbe's super chat?
No, sir.
Let's go. Mayimba says everyone's still ducking Rigo. Hashtag the boogeyman.
Damn. Stay saying Rigo the boogeyman.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Let's go to JT in New Orleans. What up?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, you think come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'm killing this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, can y'all hear me? I'm on my Bluetooth.
Yep.
Hey, so Ness, so you claiming you Bud, right?
Yeah.
You claiming you Bud
for
in
some
Border
things.
Wars.
For
so
some
basically
things.
you picking. Hold on. Basically you picking to what y'all say, garbage can, the McDonald's.
Nah, I'm saying the opposite of that. I'm saying what the Bud fans say, that I'm only fighting.
No, so
who
really
they
you're
put in front of me.
So you really saying you're a Canelo, which you
I mean,
really
I
not a Canelo.
I am Canelo. I am Canelo too, because I got the biggest name in border wars. So if you fight me, it's like you're popular.
Oh, popular.
I mean, yeah, I'm the biggest name.
Ness, you easy work. You just got a lot of weight on. You about 270 right now.
Listen to me. I'm probably easy, but listen to what I'm saying though. If you fight me, it's your biggest fight though. You could fight Mitty.
Nah, you're not the biggest fight. Mitty would probably be the biggest fight because that's probably who the best in border was.
You know what? Right I can't even say that that's not true because Mitty's from the UK. Fuck around and everybody tune in because of that.
Yeah, but let me get to
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Ness, I heard you slide in at 168, 175 for Jamal Charlo for Canelo to take that fight, huh?
Nah, that's not what
I promoted. That's what you would do.
No, that's not what I said. See, you guys got to listen.
What you
Ronnie Shields said we will fight him at 68 or 75. That's what Ronnie said.
Oh, well,
but we're gonna have Ronnie tomorrow anyway.
I know what.
I said we're gonna have Ronnie on ourselves tomorrow anyway, so you can ask him whatever you want.
Well, I'm gonna be honest right now. Jamal Charlo and Canelo. If I was Canelo, I'd be licking my chops to get Charlo in the ring right now because there's a lot of stuff I saw that Canelo could capitalize on against Charlo. So I'm just being honest, and that's your first time you hear me giving Canelo. I'm still not a Canelo fan, but I can see a lot of stuff Canelo will capitalize and have a chance on beating the Charlo. But that's still not saying that he gonna beat him. But I see a strong possibility if Canelo hit Charlo like that, because I don't think he never really been hit by a real good puncher. You know, Canelo's a solid puncher. I think he faster. He got good head movement. He don't got no legs. He got one bad leg, but he still got a good upper body movement. So I think that gives him big trouble. Charlo big trouble because he's too up and down. He fight too high. But I mean that's all I got on it though. That's all I got, yo.
Trey in the Bay, he's supposed to call me easy where he got 10 amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, he got his own training. I'm listen, and like I said,
supposed to get Luke, right?
Huh?
No, sorry to cut you.
Isn't
it time for Luke?
Yeah, let me see what's up with them.
Let's go. And while you do that, boxing expert says TBV Charlo fans be like, Andrade ain't nobody. But if Charlo makes an under 100K pay-per-view, he's worth a pay-per-view with Canelo. That's why Las Gatas never moved up. Well, I don't know. What did he really mean by that? Well, 100K. Well, yeah, if you get low pay-per-views.
Oh, people got the numbers already from those pay-per-views?
I ain't seen nothing yet.
Nah, he's saying like if they do like make under 100.
And why would they make 100 under 100? That's very low, man. Who makes 100 under 100 pay-per-view?
Yeah, that's boxing expert taking a shot at the the Charlos. But I remember I said 280. I think I had said it'll do. Let's see, man. Probably be more than that, man.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, big numbers so we can get these big fights, man. You know, I mean, look, nobody's happy that we gotta be waiting for UFC or changing dates. If they start putting the best versus the best or decent versus
Brandon is saying
numbers are up.
Yeah,
according to
paper
Mike
numbers
Coppinger.
in according to Mike Coppinger.
Damn, if it was Coppinger, I believe it.
That's what it says. It says like 100 to 120. It gives a bracket.
There you go, man. Look, it ain't easy, bro. Joseph just put it there.
It's over. It ain't over till it's over.
Damn, a chance to top out at 120. Bruh, let me tell you something. I don't even want to say this because people get so... There you go. Javier saved me from saying it. Let's see.
Ness got that other program, so we
He's right. He should have said, man.
What's going on, champ?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
How are you?
Good, man.
So, man, we're really happy, obviously, that you took out the time to come on the program. I know that the fight is happening Saturday, so it's fight week, and you got to make weight. You even look like you're ready to make weight. How you feeling?
Yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I'm already on weight. My team at 147.4. So I ate a little bit in the morning and worked a little bit, and we're on weight.
Cool. So, what's been up since the last interview?
Yeah, just getting camp and just training.
If you could get a little bit closer, you look perfect in the camera, but the fact that it's like it's looping without the headphones, it's gonna loop because there's no headphones, so it's like it goes into the from the speakers back into the mic. That's the part. Yeah. So you said since the last interview, you've just been training?
Yeah, man. We've been like
Can you repeat that? You got a text message came through, so.
You guys can do that too?
Yeah.
No, we just been training, man. We just been training. That's it.
Has anything changed since that interview because of the way that I'm sure you heard the way that he started to speak. After we got you on, he came on and, man, he just thinks he's going to stop you.
Yeah, I know, man. No, we just been training hard, you know, we know we can come with everything. You know what I mean? So we gotta train hard.
So you feel absolutely nothing when another man tells you he's gonna stop you. Oh, beautiful, Javier, you the champ. Now we're gonna sound beautiful.
All right, you guys hear me?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. You know what? Not really, man. You know, I know it's part of the game. You know, my mental is strong, man. Stronger than strong. So none of that really gets me, to be honest.
Bro, how does it feel to be the underdog again? Like they literally got you. He's 7-0, and again, like. I mean, it got to be frustrating, right?
It's just something I'm used to already at this point. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder.
It started with my first fight.
No, I was gonna say. I wonder if you will perform the same the day that you're not the B-side. Like, cause you're so used to having.
I'm sure I will, man. Because honestly, my coaches, they make me train hard. You know, even when we were fighting in TJ, we train hard. So I mean, honestly, to me, that's just I prepare the same for every fight. We train hard, and that's it, man.
Is there anything different about this fight for you, or are you looking at it like just another fight and another step in your career?
Of course, it's another step in my career. We did train a little different because like Michael Fox, he's 6'4", you know. This guy's more my height, so we were able to get a little different sparring. So you know, it's, other than that, everything stayed the same.
So I'm not a fighter, right? But I feel like I hear Paul Crow say he's gonna. I hear Paul Crow say he's gonna stop me. I might ask a few people like, "Yo, he got any power? Have you sparred with him? Did you do any of that, or you don't care what he says?"
I mean, we know he has power, man. He's 7-0 with 6 KOs, so I think it's something we have to be careful with. You know what I mean? But if it gets to me, not really. You know, because like I said, it's a trash talking game, and you just gotta be strong mentally.
For sure.
But how about you? How about you?
It's not my first rodeo, man. So
don't you
like
think
that,
you know? Don't you think that, you know, playing into the trash talking yourself would help you, not necessarily in the fight, but to build like a fan base also? You see all the fighters that are going out there and playing the game too is driving like viewership and driving a fan base. So is it something that you're ever going to do when the right fight comes?
I mean, maybe what I feel it could play both parts. You know, people think like, oh, look at this guy, he's talking all this shit, you know? And there's people who be like, oh, yeah, I like that, you know, this, that. So it could, you know, have its pros and cons. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, on the show, you know, I was playing devil advocate. On the show, I prefer like the approach that you take, man. I like fighters that are kind of like respectful and do their business in the ring. Man. Yeah, man.
So, did you watch any tape yourself on Paul, or you leave that to your coaches?
That's where my coaches, man. That's where my coaches. I just follow instructions and then that's pretty much it.
So do you know if they were able to find any tape on him? Because like you said, like that he's got 7 fights and 6 KOs, but is there enough material out there available to you, or are you going into the fight like a bit as like the unknown, right? So.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they saw, but we do know, he has a good right, good hook. He has some speed. So
How you feeling right now, Lucas? I think you're in the hotel, right? You're in the bubble already.
Yeah, we came in the bubble yesterday, man. But I'm feeling good. Last time we were in here, we did a whole week. This time we came on Wednesday, so it was only like 3 days.
All right. No, I only ask because sometimes it's it's a drag a little bit. And other boxers say that it's all right. So just wondering how you're feeling.
Yeah,
make sure that you're all right.
Laying down all day, watching TV. Not doing much.
Does it get a little boring back there? What do you do to keep yourself busy?
Nah, I was gonna bring my PS4, but I forgot it. Man. So I just got stuck with TV, man.
Damn.
Hey, listen, what's the protocol? Like,
TV is sleeping, bro.
Do you do like you done your COVID test already and you're waiting for the results? Or
yeah.
Okay.
No, we got our results this morning. We clear.
Oh, you got it? Okay, so you can go out and get out of the room? Okay.
Yeah, we can, but just to the lobby and we can't really go around the hotel or anything.
Have you bumped into Paul yet?
No, not yet. But tomorrow's the weigh-in, so
yeah, man.
That'll be the first time we see him.
So I wanted to ask, who'd you bring in for sparring, or rather, who did Javier bring in for sparring? Anybody that we might have heard?
We sparred again with Sergey.
Sergey. And last name? What's his last name?
What was that?
What was the last name?
I can't even. What's the last name?
Oh yeah, we said it the other day when he was on.
He just fought too.
But in Mexico, he got a 6-6 round top. He signed by
Baranchyk?
Yeah, they call him Flaco. He's Ukrainian.
90 years old.
Yeah, he's training with Manny Robles.
Oh wow. Okay. We haven't had Manny on in a while. Speaking of
so we did the whole camp with them,
Okay.
And,
so
with my teammate Flavio Rodriguez, he helped me too.
So you did the whole camp with Manny or in Manny's gym?
In Manny's gym, yeah.
I mean, and I know it's
we sparred there, yeah.
I know it's not the same weight class, but any chance you got some rounds with Terrell Gachet? He's 54 and he just fought Lubin. No,
I didn't.
Okay.
No.
Is the guy's name like Bokachak or something like that? Sergey Boka?
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that.
I was looking for him too, right
I'm
now.
murdering it. I probably murdered it. I'm telling you. I'm gonna send it to Mitty, who will do a better job.
So listen, Lucas. Like, so after the weigh-in tomorrow, like, what you're gonna get to refuel? Like, do you usually have like a favorite type of food? And being in a bubble, is it harder to get that, or
Good question.
What is your plan to refuel after the weigh-in?
It is, man. Usually we go with pastas and pizza.
Pizza?
But I'm not. Yeah, I love pizza, bro.
Bro, before.
But I'm not sure if what they're gonna have, bro.
Yo, before a fight, you eat pizza? I didn't even know you can do that.
It's gonna carb up.
Oh,
yeah, it's carbing up.
Carbing
up. You gotta carb up.
Damn, that must be great after a weigh-in to eat some. How many slices are you able to eat?
You know what? Usually I'm hungry as hell, but I only eat like fucking 2 slices, man.
Oh man, okay, because the stomach is closing, I guess.
Yeah.
So what else do
Yeah,
you use
that's
to
it.
refuel? Any drinks or like like Pedialytes or Inshores or any of that?
Yeah,
kind
we
of
drink
stuff?
our Pedialyte.
Okay.
We drink our Pedialyte. Yeah. You know, Gatorade, water, shit like that. You know, normal stuff.
Cool, man. So, I mean, any excitement for this fight different from the last? I mean, I don't know. I feel like this one is bigger than the last, even though Fox was further along in his career. Or do you feel like the Fox fight had more hype for you than this one?
You know what? I've been getting kind of the same, you know.
And has anyone?
Yeah, so they're both big fights, man. So.
Has anyone said anything? Because they're kind of around from that same area. When we had Paul, he said he never got to spar Fox, but they're around that Philadelphia, Baltimore, Maryland area.
Yeah. No.
Cool. So, guys, you got anything else? I think we got some Patreon. I definitely put it out. Let me pull it up while you guys ask them one or two.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious to see, how you because you had a quick turnaround in the fight. How long ago was your last fight? I mean, it was pretty quick turnaround.
About a month and a half ago.
Yeah, and I remember then we talked a little bit about it when you were training and taking a run when Javier Capetillo came on and you were running in the beach and you said and you were constantly already working, man, and and you did say you feel good already, but what kind of pace do you think this fight's gonna be at? What you guys got an idea of what kind of style this guy is gonna be bringing? What kind of pace do you think this is gonna be? I mean, you and Michael Fox is pretty high paced.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the beginning is gonna start quick, because like I said, he's gonna try to stop me in 4 rounds. But I'm pretty sure after that he's gonna slow down a little bit,
Okay, that's what he said, huh? He's gonna stop you in 4 rounds.
Do you think
something like that?
Do you think that how would you rate your power, Lucas?
My power, probably like 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Both hands?
Yeah, I think what it is that I throw a lot, man. So.
You said that you throw a lot.
My right is definitely stronger than my left. Yeah.
Okay. And you said it's your work rate. You said you throw a lot.
Yeah, I think I throw a lot of punches. That's what it is.
Yeah, man. I mean, along the line of the question that, Dumi asked you, right? So it's a quick turnaround, but are you used to fighting that regularly? And, I'm assuming that you're always staying in and around the same weight, right? So you didn't have a problem just being at the weight, but, is it something that you're comfortable with having quick turnarounds like that?
This is actually the first time we take a fight, back to back. But you know what? This time, I stayed close to the weight. I think I was 10, 11 pounds away from the first day I came back into the gym. So I wasn't too far from the weight.
Did that work out better for you? Do you feel any stronger?
You know what? Last time I didn't show it to make weight, but it was kind of harder to make weight last time than it was this time.
Now, I seen James Kirkland do 3-fight back-to-back turnaround, and then on that third one, he got knocked out by Nobuhiro Ishida, then blamed it on having such a quick turnaround. Is this healthy for you? Do you feel like you had enough rest, enough recovery, and then went into this new camp?
I mean, even though we, me and Michael Fox, we had a tough fight and we did throw a lot of punches, but I didn't really take that many punches to the head. You know what I mean? I didn't get no bruising or anything. I just got a little scratch on the left side of my face.
I hear you. So you only took like a few days off, a week.
Was good, so.
Yeah. How long did you take off after that fight with Fox? Did you take a week off and then you were back in the gym, or
I took
just a few days?
a week off.
Yeah.
I took a week off.
Yeah, this is a quick turnaround. Now that I'm looking at the actual dates, it's less than 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So now we gotta hope you 100%, champ. I'm gonna be praying for you, man.
Listen, let me ask you.
I gotta be.
Yeah, but let me ask you about what's going on right now in the bubble and in that hotel room. Like, so what's on the playlist right now? What do you listen to, and is it like the same kind of music as Javier or stuff like that? Are you on the same kind of wavelength instead of in terms of entertainment and stuff like that?
Well, you know what? They got their own rooms, so we just we're all just relaxing in our rooms.
Yo, didn't you just have a newborn
They just came
too?
over here for the interview.
Yeah, he had.
Yeah, she just turned 2 months 3 days ago, man.
And you didn't bring. No one from the family came out because of the bubble situation, obviously, right?
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, not.
Did you hear the?
I'm here in LA, so right after the fight, I'm going straight home. So
you driving home same night?
Yeah.
So
it's only like a 30-minute drive to my house.
Oh, that's great.
Up.
That's great. Listen, did you hear that Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz are moving to San Antonio and there's gonna have a crowd now?
Oh no shit! No, I didn't. Actually, I didn't. I heard their date changed to the 31st. Huh?
Yeah, and it's gonna be in San Antonio.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, are you
excited? I thought that was fake news, though.
Yo, it seemed that way. It was like, why, right? Why'd they do it?
Nah, yo, listen, I questioned it myself because Tank on his Twitter 22 hours ago put October 24th. So I don't know, but I was trying to use that to say, like, are you excited to get back in the ring with fans, or does it not matter to you since you already having, basically 2 bubble fights?
Honestly, man, since I've been fighting a lot in LA, I can't wait till the fans can come in, because all my family will be able to come,
Yeah.
But I mean, the crowd, I mean, it's just, it's whatever,
So no extra energy from the crowd for you. You gonna do your business.
Actually, yeah, there is a lot of energy from the crowd, but this time around, I knew they were watching at home, so.
Yeah. Is that pressure for you?
That motivated me.
Oh, motivation, not pressure.
Not really. Yeah, not really. It's no pressure.
So what's the plan for the rest of the year? Like, so obviously, assuming that you win your fight over the weekend, when you looking to get out again? Like, do you want to get like another one before the end of the year? Or?
A lot of holidays.
One more in November, man.
Really?
I'm just kidding. We're gonna rest till February, bro.
Till February, okay? Because I was gonna say you got 2 holidays. You got 2. Damn, but Lucas, you ain't gonna get too big if you let's say you win, God willing you win, you're gonna miss Thanksgiving, so you're not gonna train. You're gonna eat all that good Thanksgiving food, then all that good Christmas food, then again Happy New Year's food. Us Latinos, we make a dinner for everything.
Mom,
so
grandma, everybody cooking.
A lot of menudo coming your way.
I make those tamales, man, those empanadas.
No, that's it. The tamales, bro. It's over.
All right, change the subject on food, man, because I'm hungry right now.
Yeah, of course, man. Yo, hey, so let me tell me, what's your ring walk music? Do you always walk out to the same song, or you superstitious or anything, or?
No, I changed it up. I changed it up, but the song we're coming out with was the same song we used last time,
All right.
What song is that?
What song?
I don't even know. What song did we come up with? Oh, esa se ocupan huevos.
Oh, se ocupan huevos. You need balls.
Se ocupan huevos. Yeah. You guys hear it. If you guys haven't heard it, hear it, man.
Yeah, I'm about to.
All right.
Yo, that's funny. They faltan balls. Oh man.
And let me ask you this, Lucas. Like, when guys usually, to have a quick turnaround like that, it could either be really good or it could, take a toll on his body. While what we're seeing from you, we're seeing that it's not doing the anything in the against you. It's actually working for you. You feel great, right? Andy Ruiz had the same success, right? When he had the quick turnaround in fights and he was given that opportunity and he got the win with AJ. So, what in your mind, having this back to back and feeling the way you feel, how much advantage do you think that gives you against Crow, who's been out of the ring for like several months now?
I'm not sure if it gives me an advantage. You know what I mean? It's boxing, man. Anything can happen. So it's no advantage. It's just training hard, man. Training hard, and that's it.
Hey, look, you know that every single fighter listens to the boxing voice, right? So I'm sure, like, Kroll is listening right now. Do you have a message for him or anything?
No. Just it's gonna be a good fight, man. And I don't think you're gonna stop me in 4 rounds, though.
Yeah, let him know, man. Let him know that's not happening,
Yo, that's a bold prediction, 4 rounds. Let me double check, son. This is a 10-rounder. 10-rounder. Okay,
Yeah.
damn. Your second 10-rounder.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why you think you couldn't stop Michael Fox?
He's just he was just too complicated, man. He's too tall. You know what I mean?
Do you perceive yourself as a puncher? Do you think you'll be a guy that'll end up with a lot of knockouts when it's all said and done?
Maybe. Like I said, it's the quantity of punches I throw. You know what I mean?
But
I think that's what it is.
You still could get accumulation stoppages like that, because usually your style makes people quit. You know what I mean? Like they just can't deal with it. But listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and let you go. I know that you're making weight right now, and it's a few days from the fight. We want to thank you obviously for coming on last minute,
Thank you, guys.
and wish you the best. Thank you to Javier, man, and man, we'll be watching, tuned in on Saturday, bro. Sending you great vibes, man.
Shout out your social media before you go,
champ. Follow me on Instagram and on Facebook and on Luke _Santa Maria.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Santa Maria. That fight crept up on us, man. I text Javier today. I'm like, yo, let's set it up. And right before I had texted him, I had checked the calendar. I'm like, damn, they fighting on Saturday. I thought we had time. Like, this snuck up on me, this fight. Even though it's one of the Pick'em League fights, it still snuck up on me.
I'm excited for it because I know what I'm getting with Lucas. You know what I'm saying? And Crawl was on here talking his talk. And he got 6 KOs and that whole. I'm excited for this, bro. These are the fights. These are the bubble fights that we're gonna look back on and be like, yo, these are the type of fights that held it down for around these times. Not every card can be great, but every now and then you get a little gem.
Yo, Crow has an 85% knockout to his 55% knockout ratio. So, level of opponents matter.
I think, like you said, Dumi, I think we know what we're going to get with Luke because he's that type of fighter who doesn't really talk smack or anything. He found it hard to say any crazy thing, but he's like one of those honest fighters that will go into the ring.
Sounds disciplined to me.
And it will give you everything he's got in a ring, right? So he doesn't need to be hyped up for before. But when he's in there, like Michael Fox can tell you that he can with all the punches, man.
He's going to work.
I like those good. Like they talk, less talk, more action. That's the kind of guys that are in there, man. So.
And look, and we got an idea of what we're getting with Crow. I mean, Crow, we could probably call him, the boxer puncher. You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen him.
I seen one fight on Crow, man. I seen that one fight on YouTube that he published himself with Sanaa Bunch.
I seen a couple of them, man, and he can box, man, and he has good weight on his hands. So
I've never seen it. I'm just hearing good things about him, and again, his energy will just like make you feel like you want to believe in him and all that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that translates into the ring, man. So let's see.
He lets hands go for sure. He lets.
You got the loud, cocky fighter with the silent killer. I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
at least it was a good matchup.
I'm about to
styles like fights.
I'm about to tell Crow jump on, man. Yo, we going out to Keem in Florida. If you don't know who Keem is, find out October 24th as he makes his Border Wars debut, Season 8 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the home of Steve USS Cunningham's gym, where we're going to have a very unique Border Wars that looks like it may be turning into a mixture of amateurs and pros, much like our TBV Fantasy Pick'em League. That being said, let me head on out to King.
So I'm here to tell Ellen Spence, I want you next, baby. Let's get it on.
Yo, what up? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's happening? What's happening, man? Yeah, that was a great introduction and before my intro, man. That was good. That was good. But yeah, everybody sign up to Patreon, man. Check out Border Wars. It's gonna be it's picking up some steam, which is nice. But yeah, yo Ness, man, why you had to call my name out like that when they brought up you and Border Wars? They called you a paper champ. You talking about what is team, man? Why you had to bring my name?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if I fought and defended the title, what are dudes that ain't even make their debut? Like, the disrespect is crazy.
Do with anything, you know, man. Damn, bro, you just don't.
I said Mario too. Like I said Mario too. Don't take it personal.
Yeah, nah. Hey, listen, man, ain't nothing to eat a couple cheeseburgers, bro. I told you that I can make 200 easy, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
But you know,
the call out is real.
But yeah, nah, man. Listen, the tank fight being moved. Other than the fact that I really was looking forward to, being with everybody and watching the fight,
Me
man.
too, man. They robbed
it's like,
us of that.
Damn, nah, for real. When I found out after that, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like, damn, dog, what the. But listen, I heard Mario play poker, man. I'll bring my poker chips, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know if you down to lose some money, man. What's happening?
You gonna beat on him and take his money?
Get over here! But yeah, nah, man. I don't have too much on the subject. Canelo, it's a shame he's going through all the litigations. You know what I mean? I thought that after they did the initial filing of the suit and did the fake, we don't know how to fill out paperwork. They just tried to, you know how it is.
You breaking up a little bit, King.
Just tell somebody on the
call you
R2D2.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, you breaking up a little bit.
He's in a gym, man.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. Want to go ahead and shout out a few people. Shout out to Brandon once again for winning the Pick'em League and re-signing up the Patreon. Shout out to Boxing Expert for coming on back. You know what I mean? Giving us another chance. That's what's up. We going out to King Amin of Essex. What up?
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Good. Good.
Good, Champ Lamp.
Yo, shout out to that some craziest kids these days, man. Death Star Bubba Kush, right? Is that something? Right? Outside of that, man. Santa Maria, man. I kind of gotta pick him. I feel bad not picking him, but I still pick Kroll. So, outside of all that, man. Listen, I'm rocking out with this TBV, man. Go ahead, skip over me. I got the munchies and I got kids, man. I'm out.
Let's go.
King Born, talk to us.
Yo, give me my intro, man.
When you see old 30 bastard fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Yo, you hear me? You hear me?
We hear you, champy.
Hey, what up, yo? Yeah, man, yo, I'm so happy to be back. Turning flagship. Got the Wisdom Tooth out. Shout out to J&J Promotions. Everybody need to come over here. Take care of the fighters. Them other dudes, they eating cholesterol. You come to J&J, you got salmon and spinach. You heard? They good meal. You know what I'm saying?
Who's on that roster?
King got me. There's 2 kings on here. King Born, of course. Co-caller of the year with Stone Bone. You know, I can't do Stone Bone. And of course, King got me. Yo, shout out to Supreme Team King. That's the Flash. That's the Florida Flash. You know what I mean? Aqib is the Florida Flash, y'all. We gonna get it popping on here. You heard? Listen, tell you something right now, man. Brandon Maurice is the mother effing man. Yo, Mitty, I don't gotta take your hat off. You know what I mean? Because I told you, when your UK cats win, it's on. Coming for you, right? Listen, and I love the UK now. Shout out to Carlito. Want me to be the caller of the year. You know what I mean? Listen, all right, let's get to Tank. Hey, 31st, Halloween, Thriller. You know, Michael Jackson, zombies come out at night. Kind of scary, but I think it's good because, put it like this, right? All eyes on him like Tupac. Word. All eyes on him. You know what I mean? Canelo, man, I'm not going from 1,300 a week down to 400. Gotta go get that money. You know what I mean? I don't know about that little gay shit. I hate court. I hate the judges, man. Don't put me in court. You know what I mean? Only court I've been on was Judge Judy, and I won my case, y'all. That will be coming up soon if I can find it. But like I said, yo, Mitty, man, it's good to hear you. You know, I'm here. Yo, shout to Brandon Maurice. I told Brandon, listen, man, go buy you a bottle of Ciroc. Go have a nice steak and lobster dinner with that money. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, Ness, with that San Maria cat, yo, Michael Fox is tall, man. It's like fighting Michael Jordan. You Muggsy Bogues. It ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what Paul Crow talking about. You know what I mean? Like I said, shout to JJ Promotions. Ain't no the Silent Killer. When Brooklyn, New Orleans come together, ooh, scary. Scary. You know what I mean? Like I said, Ness, yo, J&J here. Gotta get some fighters, but we gonna get them, though. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I'm so happy to be back on here. Yo, we got it popping. I'm back. Hey, listen, man, I be excited.
He's just another fighter. No, he ain't.
Oh.
This guy is a wrecking machine.
He's caller of the year, man. He said you're eating cholesterol, man. He's eating spinach and salmon, man.
I mean, they eating spinach and salmon because they ain't got no fighters. So you know, like the fridge is full. But we got
Super Max real quick on the super chat. He says Tank's numbers will do worse than the Charlos. They will actually tank, pun included. I'm sorry, but if I spend money to see that, I'd rather be there.
Man,
yeah.
I'm just saying it sucks that they did that low, the Charlos, bro. We going out to my
Are
team.
those final numbers? Those are not final numbers, right?
Bruh, Coppin just said it's going to top out at 120, bruh.
What do you mean final numbers?
Yo, listen, I'm gonna throw.
Not like that. I mean, like those are the final numbers. Like that. That's what it is,
bruh. Unless they come out, someone comes out and counters that, bruh. That's
shit.
That's gonna be the news of it, man.
Mike. Yeah, Mike brings the truth. Final say.
Not final, but he definitely is right a lot, man.
He's got access.
Numbers
Right
don't
info,
lie.
right? So-
Yo, where's CYP, man? Let's CYP, man.
We must summon CYP.
Where's CYP, man? Nah, because I don't take any joy in that, man. I really wanted them to do better. Sucks.
I'm surprised. Like 120. Like I think
yeah,
they're
I
big
hope
enough
that's
that-
wrong, man. That's crazy.
But people were saying all along, right? They were saying that there was some kind of like MMA at the same time and stuff.
Yeah, Adesanya versus Costa. Kidding me? That shit broke so many UFC records. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know why people even say that. Like, boxing's been around before MMA. We are a niche sport. We have our own fan base. It doesn't like.
Oh, there's some people that just like tune in casually, man, and
they're pulling our fans away.
And that's why. That's
Mitty,
why
let me
Tank
ask
is
you a
doing the
question.
right thing.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think a casual is tuning into? Manny Pacquiao or the Charlos? The Charlos weren't
to Manny Pacquiao, right?
exactly. The Charlos weren't supposed to do 1 million. Like the Charlos hardcore number is supposed to be that that Bradley.
No, but listen, I get what you're saying, but I'm not even talking about 1 million or anything. But I know that I know that when there is like a fight and that's the only thing, and people will say, "Oh, let's watch a fight." There's some casual that will just like buy it and they say, "Let me buy it." But now if it's competing with some guy that does a lot of things like for the image, like the MMA guys that was fighting, the Nigerian guy, he does like freaking breakdancing after he knocks people out and all that. You know that the casual are going to tune into that card rather than the
again,
he's a gamer.
But that's
he's
what
all that shit. He's a superstar.
you see. But that's the reason that we're going in circles because you're not listening. You're right. The casual. That's what I'm trying to say. Like these numbers didn't even grab the hardcores.
Oh, you're saying the hardcore didn't watch? No, 120,000. They have to be hardcore, I'm sure.
All right, but that's not all of us. There's at least 275, 350,000 hardcore fans. Just think about the pay-per-views that've been on pay-per-view that do low numbers, but they have a good matchup, right? Like a Marquez Bradley, you know? That no one expected that to do 1 million because obviously Bradley was selling 2,000 tickets at the time. You know, they seen what the Pacquiao Bradley fight did, but they did it, and that got like 300. That's respectable.
But you know, there are loads of like hardcore boxing fans that are also like MMA fans. You have them on these shows, right? You even have like, you know, co-hosts that are interested in just doing MMA stuff and all that. I can tell you like a lot of them probably bought that the MMA over the Charlo stuff. Like, and
that would be sad.
That's crazy. That would be sad. Yeah, that would be sad.
Would be
but I'm
sad.
sure
that would be sad.
Happened.
You see, and look at that, Doomy. I hope you heard that. That he took a shot at you, you know, because you and Mario bringing up this rolling around on the floor, and look, Charlos didn't get the pay-per-view numbers. You over here bigging up.
Yeah, I know my power
Tarantula
is great. I gotta
and
watch
all
it.
that.
You know, the way I wave this sword, it's just no. Listen, it's and I get what you're saying. You know, it's a niche sport. We got a niche crowd here. You know, they're always, but some people are, you know. And I see it here on the chat sometimes, and you know, and it's like it's a competition right now, man. And if you're a businessman, you're gonna want to do the savvy business move, and you know, competing up against another major outfit is just not not conducive to gains. So
my thing is, do they learn their lesson? Do they? And that's also a bad phrase because it's like it wasn't a bad card. Like, I will always pay for a unification that worthy. You know, Jason wasn't a fake champ. He beat the champ that beat the champ. So I'll always pay for that unification. The other Charlo fight, I get the disgruntled customers. But I think that we have to understand that this is the only way we're getting the best, man. They can't afford to do it any other way. And the more that you stay away from supporting this, the harder you're going to get that fight. Because, like, do they take another chance now? Are they going to do this like Terrence Crawford where the first one was bad, they're going to try again with the second one? You know, this is now a risk now to them, and it's also now like for the Charlos, a fucking like bump in the road. You know, that's why pay-per-view ain't always the right answer. Everybody want to be on pay-per-view, man. That shit ain't always the right answer.
What did Kovalev Ward do in terms of number? Because I remember people were saying those were terrible numbers.
Kovalev Ward both times did 170 and I think 190. I could check, but I'm pretty sure 170 each.
Yeah. And then like Lomachenko, like was it Lomachenko is another one that
Lomachenko never been on pay-per-view.
Like, terrible number.
He never been on pay-per-view. Maybe in Sky, but not over here.
Real quick, super chats.
The other one is Gennady Golovkin, also did bad with David Lemieux.
Yes.
He did 170, and with Daniel Jacobs,
But
another
what was the
170.
safe number they kept talking about, Ness? Wasn't it 150?
Hell no, safe number. Who the fuck's number is 150?
What was the number that they were talking about? Like
250 is a safe number for networks, and that's on record on my interview with Steven Espinoza.
All right,
but 150, that's a flop.
No, I didn't remember. But super chat boxing expert says CYP can't defend them. He researching some BS. LOL. And Supermax says, man, do me just for that MMA gay talk, 20 push-ups.
There you go. We need to get the camera on him, bro. We don't even know if he's down there just counting to 10.
He's faking it, man.
He's counting to 10, bro. We can't see shit. Tell him go live on his Instagram
that camera
or something.
can move, man.
Tell him go live on his IG or something, man. We don't see it.
This is a USB camera, you know. It doesn't have like, you know, the quality is too good to be integrated to his laptop, man. Tell him to remove that.
De Leon Daniel says, De Leon, you sound De Lo Mio, you know what I'm saying? You sound like you could be Dominican. But anyway, he says style bender, LeBron, and illegal streams. Shaking my head. So he's blaming.
What happened to LeBron? They're saying that there was basketball at the same time also?
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say. He's blaming that on the numbers. He's saying,
then they were done then. Like if there was a big basketball game at the same time.
Well, listen, that's exactly why this morning we reported that Bob is moving off the date of December 19th with the Wilder Fury fight. They're not going to go against football and basketball. And,
and that's what Tank is doing. And that's what we're just saying, right? Why do you compete with like people that are bigger than you? Like,
and that's the thing. You see the mentality of the American, Mitty? Yeah. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Look, Charlos went against basketball. Y'all failed. Tank moves off of a competing date, goes to get ticket sales. They pushed you off the date. Like the mentality of the American is crazy.
You have to block it off because this is like a few troll here and there. Like, but overall, you want to be able to do the numbers, man. So block the trolls and then just do what's right from a business standpoint. You know?
Going out to, did we go to my gym bet?
I haven't heard my gym.
We didn't. We read one of his super chats.
We didn't, and he is a mastermind now.
I said that. Where the A side? Where the A side?
What up, champ?
Yeah, what's good, guys? So I really don't got much to say on these topics. I'm just gonna reiterate my super chat. Everybody's ducking Rigo. I mean, the guy went down in weight. Nobody still wants to fight him. He knocked out Cejas. Figueroa went to a draw with Cejas. They're talking about Casemiro. He's nothing. I mean, come on. They're going to wait till this guy's 50, 60 years old to end up fighting him? Give the guy a chance, bro. I mean, he's one of the greatest talents we've ever seen in the sport. It's ridiculous. You know, he did, you know, I just looked up. He beat Nonito in 2013. And the monster just did what, just beat him and looked not even as good as Rigo did 7 years ago.
And they hyping him up for beating Rigo's fighter.
He's garbage, Ness. He's garbage. He cannot compete with Rigo right now. Right now, he can't compete with Rigo. And I put money on that. Anybody that wants to bet with, if that fight ever happens, any money, I don't care what it is.
Well, don't say ever, because you know they already making it wait until he old.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. All right, 2 more years. 2 more years. If it happens in the next
40
years,
though? In 2 more? Ain't he? Because Rigo old now.
He 40, he 38. So he's 40 in 2 more years.
Nah, you can't be betting on Rigo no more, dog. At this age, in those lower weights, see, if you were heavyweights a little bit different, they already move slower. But you a lightweight, like a lighter weight, and you old,
Right.
you moving slow with them young boys that's like 10 pounds and shit. Them dudes weigh like 115 pounds at 20, man. They letting hands go.
Yeah.
Rigo's conservative with punches.
My Jimbe, like, what did you say? How old is he?
I think he's 38
30,
right now.
38. I mean, supposedly, quote unquote, you know, Cuban age. No. Wait, no. 40.
Oh, he's
so
40.
he's 40 already.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. You were doing some kind of quick math there. Like, you're 38, 40. I was like,
He said
what?
some sort of witchcraft, you said? Yo, you can't bet in 2 years on Rigo, champ. Nah.
Maybe I'm blind. Maybe I have the same blind love that Doomy has for at Brooklyn.
He's forever young. Rigo's forever young. Bro.
Yo, but at least Brooklyn is young. Yo, Rigo looking like
Rigo's forever young, bro.
Why Rigo looking like ET on his box rec pick too? By the way, they need to fix that. Come on, man.
Carajo, bro.
Yo, come on. Why they doing him like that? He got the ashy weigh-in lips and shit.
Yeah, shout out to y'all though. I'll be back.
Bruh, what a G Rigo is. That's crazy. My man only got 20 fights. Not even the great Al Heyman could keep him busy, bruh. 20 fights, 40 years old. Unbelievable.
Yo, bro. But it doesn't he stay? I mean, I don't know how he feels, but he looks young in body, bro.
Nah,
like,
he's an
his
amazing
face
guy.
goes
Man.
a little bit, but like whatever.
I'm
but
grateful
like, bro,
of my time with him in camp. We
Yeah,
talked
man.
about camps today, and he let us spend a week with him, I think it was, and oh my God, it was good, man.
Shout out
It
to
was,
Pedro Diaz, man. We was out there on the track. Ness had me running behind.
Ness ain't have nothing. This was when Doomy thought he was a fighter, and he was already doing the miles. I'm like, bro, don't you gotta run your miles? Take this gyro, right, Mitty? Take this gyro and go ahead and run.
I'm running
with
after
him.
all the boxes and shit.
Listen. Yo, Doomy's
You're
actually
lucky
a
he was
really
on the
good
track.
runner.
If he was on the road, they would have lost you somewhere.
He's actually a really good runner. You should have tried to do a marathon or something.
I still want to, not a marathon. I probably do like a 7 or 10K, and then like maybe a half a marathon and work my way up.
Yeah, just do a half, man, because like marathon's heavy on the joints, man.
Yo, kill you, bro.
Mike Tyson. I said Tyson. Mike Thompson. I don't hate on box rec picks, but managers need to let me check my dude Elvis, because if Benny ain't got Elvis with an official pick, we getting on him too. Like if your manager ain't looking out for your box rec pick, do he really love you?
That's where everybody goes to see you, and like if I'm gonna root
shout
for
out
you,
shout out to Benny. This is his first fighter that I know, so like I'm starting to build a relationship with him now. Let's see if 5 years from now how good he's doing. He's doing great for Elvis. Look at Elvis' amateur pick. That's his amateur pick right there. You know.
Listen,
who's that? Benny we met at the gym.
No, the one that was on the show the other day.
Oh, Benny. Okay. Elvis, yeah.
Do they ever update the picture? Like, let's say, you give them a picture 5 years ago, you can just go and change it?
I mean, listen, it ain't hard to get in touch with BoxRec. Her name is, I think it's Marina Shepard. She's even at the conventions. BoxRec is people like to play BoxRec. I remember years ago, they would call me the BoxRec King and all this craziness, but dude, knowledge is power.
Uses BoxRec.
Everyone is aligned with them. All the sanctioning bodies, all the promoters
Managers
now.
use it to matchmake and all that.
Everybody. Even the promoters now have the BoxRec hyperlink on their website to their fighter. But once again, screen sharing Elvis's pro pick. And you see, they got him with a nice haircut. It might even be a blackout. You know what I'm saying?
He be fresh, bro. You gotta
look out your fighter, man. Got your fighter out here looking crazy on BoxRec.
Yo, yo, Elvis posing too, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you a quick thing. This morning, when you did the pick'em and just announced the MVPs and all that, did we settle on how we're gonna break the deadlock for the earbuds?
I heard that you guys, the committee, decided on a coin flip between the two amateurs. Is what I like.
Yeah, so Big Nick and Vincent Phillips.
Yes.
But that's the thing. I don't know if Vincent Phillips is ever on the live chat, but I think, we can do that whenever you guys ready, right? So I don't know how we're going to just show like the coin flip here, but there must be an app, right? Like a random number selector or something like that.
Yeah, there's
right?
you can do on Google. They even have.
They got an app coin flip. I think last time I downloaded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got a coin flip app.
All right.
I don't,
so
I don't know if that's you want to download it and maybe show it on the screen.
Yeah, I can do that in the background. And
No, because it'd be cool if you could flip it and it could be in the video.
Send it to me. Let me get to CYP, California.
Yo, for one, let me ask a serious question. If Wilder beats Fury and only 10 people see it, y'all think I'm gonna be mad or you think I'm gonna be happy as hell?
Happy
I'm
as
gonna be
hell.
happy as hell. Happy as hell. I don't give a shit. Listen, there are certain fighters that I don't care who sees their fights. As long as they win, I am happy. Those men are the Charlo brothers. Those men are Wilder. Those men are Tank Davis. That's it. Everybody else, y'all can worry about their business. But if them three dudes continue to win, I don't care. Because I'm going to support, I'm going to buy. I don't give two shits. You can take my word for it. Everybody else, y'all worry about their pockets. I don't care. So boxing expert, you think I give a shit about low numbers on this fight? You're crazy. Because I'm still going to the next one. When the crowd's open, I'm still going to be sitting right there with my Lions Only shirt, with my name on that I bought, wrapping my elbow like you're supposed to, talking about Lions Only. I don't need y'all to support my fighters for me to think that they superstars, dog. That's not how I roll. That's not how athletes roll. We support each other no matter what. We support each other no matter what. That's the kind of fan base we need as Black America. We need a fan base that says, so what, man? I'm here with you regardless. CYP is a stayer. He's a stayer. I don't run from nothing. If I'm an expert, you can eat a dick. CYP out.
I'm going to put you to sleep.
So he got a little... Crossed the little line there, Try not to invite people to genitalia, fellas. Let's keep it boxing. Sony, talk to us.
Sony.
What up, brother? How's training coming? How's training coming? Hey. Sony going up against the real Tank out of Washington, D.C. You know what I'm saying? Sony.
I mean, they're as good as dead.
Sony, how you feeling, champ? About to make your Border Wars debut. You ain't been around ever since you signed that fight, man.
Nah, I haven't, man. The bad channel, the bad channel could be the bad channel, so I had to step away from the show so I can focus on October 24th. And plus with everything with Stainless in his mixtape, I wanted to get that. So I just had a
so
lot
you've been
going
working.
on.
So you just been working. You've been focused. The answer is you've been focused and working. You got a lot on your plate, so you're getting it done. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, so for everybody that doesn't know, Sony is out of Cincinnati. He's also dubs as the commissioner on Saturday's Boxing Bars. He's 6'3", 263, right?
6'3", 263?
Right?
I am 240.
Oh, you dropped 20 already. Okay. Damn.
Okay. I've always been 240. What are you talking about?
Oh, word? I don't know. I thought somebody said 6'3", 263.
Nah, 240.
Okay. He gonna be taking on the real Tank. The real Tank is just as confident as Paul Crow. He in the Border Wars chat talking about he want to catch weight with the other Tank so they could fight for the name. So he already looking straight through.
He on his
Sony.
Jared Big Baby.
He looking straight through Sony. He's done with Sony already. He beat Sony already. He's matching up with Marvin the Tank from Texas with the belts. Sony. Same question from Luke Santa Maria. How's that make you feel to know that your opponent is like, he already thinking about the next fight? That's how beat he got you in his mind.
Yo, I think you took more of my call than I did, but yo, it is.
I'm gonna give you time, champ. I'm interviewing you. I'm hyping up your fight. You see, you guys so used to being with J&J Promote, you don't even know when you're being promoted.
First of all, I'm not with J&J Promotions.
You
I'm
better
with the
not
commission
be.
With the Inner Circle.
You better not be if you want to be a popular Border Wars fighter.
As far as with Border Wars, shout out to the dude Tank, and more importantly, shout out to Queen City Cobra. Yo, I know you're listening, so I'm gonna get at you.
Yo, did you meet up with him? Hold up. Don't be dropping news and not really just teasing us. Come on, tell us. Did y'all meet? Because he said he was going to link with you.
No comment. Yeah.
You
Queen
did?
City Cobra, Queen City Cobra has been getting at me every day. But with Stainless mixtape and my job, I could not get at him. But
man, so y'all didn't meet.
Stainless is out the way, so now I'm going to meet up with Queen City Cobra. I got Stainless out the way.
Okay. Yo, you a champ, man. You a champ. You a champ. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this bell game, have your regular boxing call, man.
Yo, I didn't even catch the show. I just wanted to say, it's good to be back on the TVV, listening to the show. I've been watching the past shows on the replay. Shout out to everybody. Stainless out the way, Queen City Cobra. I'm going to get at you. Shout out to Tank and everybody in that Border Wars chat. Peace and love.
All right. That's right. I forgot Sony in that chat. That's how quiet you is, yo. So I see you. So he just peeking, y'all. He just peeking, y'all. Uh-oh.
He peeking right now?
I swear. I never seen him say that, so I literally forgot that I already added him. So you see when Tank said it. Oh, it's going down. October 24th. October 24th. We got a super chat from T Bonafide. He says, showing love for the best boxing podcast out there. Hashtag TBV. We going out to Steve in Chicago. Also part of that committee.
But before you do.
Committee with MIDI. The committee
Boxing
with MIDI.
Boxing expert did say, Ness, where the guidelines at, bruh? LOL.
Yeah, I mean, he must mean, are we enforcing the guidelines? Look, we asked CYP, and I'm sure he's gonna chill. He's a good guy. We all know that. That being said, we're going to
What? Dillion Daniels says style bender LeBron and the legal stream shaking my head. Whoa!
Get those new headphones, bro.
That was his birthday. He's got some new one. He got some blue ones.
I can't believe, at this point, he can't think that I'm lying, right? You get it. You literally don't hear stuff, right? You see this, right? You're starting to tell or no?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, because if it's not, because we got to check. If it's not the headphones, then I don't know. Maybe we need to change the software.
I think it is the headphones. Maybe they're not the right fit. It does cut my circulation off a little bit.
I'm sorry to cut you, bro, but I see Adrian in the chat. Adrian is our newest Border Wars fighter. He already submitted footage too. All these guys is footage. Sony, where your footage at? Don't make me fine you. You know there's fines. Right. You signed a contract. We need footage. And I'm talking about footage sent to me. Not footage in the Border Wars chat. We're talking footage exclusive for Patreon to get excited about y'all fights. Adrian submitted his. Adrian looking like a heavy hitter. Did y'all see the MIDI? Did you see the one too? Oh no, you didn't.
I haven't seen it.
Mitty, this is around your weight class and your age. He's 36 or 34. People coming, bro. You got to keep your eyes on everybody. Don't be the fighter that's at the top and only looking up. You got to look up and around, left, right, down. See,
when it's the right time.
Doobie didn't. That's why he lost to you. He was looking at you. Oh, this little guy. Oh, this guy from the UK. Boop, 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 boop. You outclassed them.
Nest narratives. Just know this, all right, guys.
When it's the right time, man, I'll be looking around. I won't be there, so But I'll have a look anyway because I like the build up of Border Wars. So.
Yeah, man. All right, so we went to Steve. We didn't. We never even played his intro. We said we were going to Steve, and then we just went on a whole bunch of talking there, right? Let's get to Steve in Chicago.
My town up in K-Town. Hey, Daddy, this is Dollar Beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they're in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
Boxingweights.com.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What up, champ?
What up?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. There's 3 interesting fights for this Pick'em League coming up. And these are the fights what makes this interesting. I was looking at, Buatsi and even, Gabriel Flores. Everybody's going to pick them. Buatsi's fighting some can and Gabriel, he's just kind of getting prepped. But so, yeah, the 3 fights with the Santa Maria, that's going to be good. That's 50-50, because we really don't know, this other guy, what, you interviewed him, but we really never really seen him. He talks a lot, and he was touted, to be one of the upcoming stars, but then he went to prison, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see, we'll see. And then the UK one, I'll be honest, I don't remember you having that Harden guy on the show, but, it is what it is. That looks like that's a 50-50. I don't really know them guys. And then we got the classic boxer versus puncher. I'm really looking forward to this Baranchyk and Zepeda. But hey, on another note, and I don't want to piss anybody off, man, but I think we got to open up an independent investigation against Naja, man. What did I hear about? What did I hear? Some guy wants to front money for her to be in the pro league? Nah, I don't like that.
Why you scared? You scared?
No, I'm not scared, but it's like, I don't know, man. Something's up with that girl. I don't know. Something's fishy. I don't. Something ain't right, man.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something.
I'm not trying to fish. I know everybody likes her
but check it out.
Friends, but
but check it out.
Ain't right, man.
But here you go. Listen. Let me give you some context, right? So you can see, A, how strong the community is, B, how good she really is. So Jemmy is from Delaware. I was about to say Delaware, New Jersey, but it's not. Delaware's its own state in between New Jersey and Philadelphia. It's Commonwealth, too. And Naja's from the UK.
Nah, something's fishy with that, man.
And look, I met them both. Obviously Naja's been to Border Wars, and Jemmy has also fought in Border Wars.
If they got your blessing, hey, it's your show. It's your.
I mean, they don't got my blessing. What I'm trying to say is that I know that they're two real people. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Hey, but I hate to talk about the Charles because like they weren't the topic, but just from hearing the news, did we ever see a purse of what the fighters made in that fight, in that pay-per-view? Because let me tell you something. Even with those numbers, I did the math. That's $9 million just from.
We didn't get purses, but I mean, just going off your math, if they only made 9, I mean, Eddie offered them like 7 for one Charlo, so I don't know, man. But look, man, that is whatever, Look, pay-per-view numbers. It could go two ways, man, great or bad. We going out to
Long Beach in the house.
Yes, I don't believe it's bad numbers. I just believe we, the people, have bad math. We don't know the numbers anymore. We don't know what's a success anymore. Canelo versus Liam Smith did 300K, and that's big old
You rounding down, but that's okay.
That's what Wikipedia says. I'm looking at Wikipedia right now.
I mean, remember, Wikipedia isn't the best source because Wikipedia, you got to see who they source because remember, you yourself could go right now and actually edit Wikipedia. All you got to do is sign up. But it was about 325, I think. 345 was the number we heard, something like that. I don't remember 300 flat.
The reason I looked at Wikipedia is the cool thing about Wikipedia, it shows you the buys, then the buys equal the revenues. So for that 300K, I just wonder if people would take a wild guess what the revenue for that 300K would be. Take a wild guess. But
what do you mean for the 300,000 buys?
The 300,000 buys, how much revenue did they pull in for that 300,000?
I mean, whatever the number was, right? Was it $80?
Right. But I mean, it's astronomical. So what it has here on Wikipedia is $20 million for 300 buys.
I mean, at
That's
what number? Did you divide it to see if their math is right? I keep telling you, Wikipedia is just a regular dude that feels like doing that
I feel like
shit.
it's general enough. I feel like it's a general enough template for us to be going off generalities at the moment. Because shit, how technical you want to get here? I mean, I think it's ballpark. So, Charlos do 100. Now, if we ain't even talking about status and cachet, Colin Smith and Canelo
right.
Alvarez
300,000 is 24 mil.
Bam, even more, right? So the Charlos did a third of the buys, right, with 1 mil compared to the 3. And so roughly they will get third of those revenue. They brought in a third of that revenue. So let's say roughly about $8 million. They both got paid 1. It says Rosario got paid 400. So they look like it paid. I mean, it looks like the powers that be made around about $5 million if you count it down. But I just don't think, if you're looking at a lot of guys' first time pay-per-views, they don't usually eclipse 300,000 buys. You know what I mean? And I think the Charlos, going against the competition they went against that night, and dude, they are not boxing. They are on the doorstep of boxing stardom. They are not sports stars. Now, let's get one thing clear, and let me get this out. If you're a boxer...
Yo, look, man, we just got to treat everybody the same, okay? If we're going to shit on Bud for doing 150 with Khan, we can't all of a sudden start becoming accountants and mathematicians for the Charlos with an S, all right? Not the multiple Terrence Bud Crawfords that did 150, right? It was just Bud, not 2 fighters. It was just Gennady and Jacobs, not 2 Charlos. So, like, we can't make excuses. It is what it is. They didn't do great, you know? It's all right. Not everybody does. That's why I highlighted Earl Spence. Not everyone does. That's why I highlighted and compared Earl Spence's first pay-per-view numbers to Floyd's, and then continue to compare Earl Spence to Floyd, because Floyd didn't go pay-per-view. Only Canelo has done that. And someone else, we did the research the other day. Shout out to whoever found it for us. But, bro, that's why you got to respect. Like, Pacquiao, Marquez, Bradley, that shit did like, I used to say 275 for like 5 years straight. And then we Googled it the other day. It was like 300 and something. Like, you know. You gotta respect that. We know it's only Pacquiao and Mayweather that's gonna bust a mill. That's, other than that, if you doing 200, 252, even 225, I bet you a network do another pay-per-view with you if you do 225. That's good, man. If 250 is a safe number, 225 is like, well, we gotta promote it just a little bit more, and we'll make what we wanted. But anyway, let me get to Info Joe.
Mr. Info Joe.
Pugilist.
Mr. Info Joe.
Pugilist.
Yo. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers? How y'all doing tonight?
All good,
man. We great, man.
That's good, man. Shout out, man, to my comrades, Coach Mitty and Steve, man, for being there, man, for the Pick'em League. Shout out to Vincent Phillips, Brandon, and Big Nick. Whatever happened with the coin toss to see who gets the earbuds? And why haven't those dudes called in? Anybody try to reach out to them, or what's happening?
No, we're getting an app right now. I found the app, but like, I don't know, with the background I have, I think I can't even show it on my screen. Did you find the app, Ness, on your on the app? You put coin flip.
I thought Doomy was doing it.
I found one, but like, I tried to show you earlier when you were sharing a different screen, but it doesn't show because of the background I have on my Skype. But Info, basically, yeah, there's an app that we can download on the App Store on our phone, and we can show that. one of them just needs to pick like head or tails, right? So I guess Big Nick is the only one in the chat. We can ask him to pick whatever he wants, head or tail, right? So, and then
okay, that's cool.
Flip that coin.
Doomy said he found one and he's sending it now via text.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, that was go ahead.
Cool. No, go for it. That's your call, man.
Oh no, I was gonna say, y'all, this is shout out to Jay Hardcore. I hate that we had to split up, do a prize like that. That was unexpected, you know. And we grateful for him doing that. But next time, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But good luck to everybody that did it, man. And this is one.
Jay Hardcore. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now you don't make me mess up my point, Ness. Hey, man, I just want to say this, man. I wanted Big Nick to call in. I wanted Vincent to call in. And I wanted them to brag. And I wanted them to talk shit. They should be able to. Out of all of us, it's 100 and some people in the league. If you'd even make it the top three and better yet, win, man, that, you know what I'm saying? I know it's man, shout out to the boxing guys. That means y'all really the man of TBV for this month, man. Y'all out. If I won, man, you would have to cut the air off me. You'd be talking about cut it, Joe. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to those guys, man. I give them much props. Much props. Man, I'm missing all my points, though. That's all I got, brothers. I had some. Oh, you know what? Shout out to Stainless, man. You working hard on the Boxing Bars Volume 1. And I know he working, man. Hope you listening now, brother. Keep working. And shout out to all the participants that's getting down with this. Peace, gentlemen.
Yo, so we got a coin flip app. It's gonna have a few ads on it, but whatever. I mean, look, you gonna trust this. You gonna trust that this is the answer that it gives us. This is what we're using. I just flipped this. I hit this where it says flip again. That coin was flip number, So people have been using it. You know, we could do a different color, you know, make it red to go with the theme. And we can flip right now. It's on tails, so I can flip it if you're ready.
You can choose the different one. You can use a quarter, you can use a dime. You're sharing your screen? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Where you see the quarter at? Where that at? Bro?
I guess that's a different app I have, but that's okay. That one is good.
Yeah, so I just need to know who's heads and who's tails.
Okay, so hey, Big Nick, you're in the chat right now. Just like write whether you're going your heads or tails in the chat, and I'll let everyone know. I guess Big Nick, come on, man.
Where you at?
Just write head or tails, man. Like, so he's here. I've seen him make like a comment to Reef King just a minute ago. So, Big Nick, if you're listening, let us know.
Unbelievable, bro. Yo, people
he said like, he said I will brag, but I'm 14th. Like, we don't worry about that. Just tell us head or tails, man.
He ranked 14th overall.
Oh, he said head.
He's ranked 14th overall, but he's an MVP for this month.
Yeah,
so
he's the MVP
that just goes to
month,
show that, you know, you can turn it around month to month. You know, you might think you at the bottom and you end up at the top. We flipping the coin now.
Yeah. He said heads.
It's not heads. You lose, champ. It's tails.
Yeah, Big Nick. So, that goes to Vincent Phillips. And that probably helps you out, man, because...
Yeah, because Big Nick is on the other side.
To the UK.
Big Nick is on the other side of the pond. I was already in my head calculating, I'm shipping to Midi. I know you got some sort of post office box in New York or something. I was going straight to you first, and then from you, it get to Big Nick. But let me get to Trey in the Bay. Talk to us. Actually, before you go, Trey, sorry, get your breath and everything in order. I just want to say that Vincent, what's his last name? Phillips is the winner of the wirelessairbudsshop.com earbuds. This was actually a free set of earbuds that he gave to the winner of this month's overall league. he actually was so nice. He was like, yo, I heard that it's a two-way tie. I should send another pair. I'm like, nah, champ, we good. We appreciate the first pair. But hey, maybe he sends another one.
Send another pair, man. I need one.
Maybe he sends another pair for next month. And, and shout out to Dennis in Tampa. Who else? A few of you guys have already went ahead and purchased your own set instead of trying to win it or only waiting to win it, right? There are $59.99. We don't make anything, but if you use the code TBV, you will receive, I think, 10% off your checkout. So, yeah, shout out to J Hardcore and the wirelessearbudshop.com for hooking us up and making the TBV Fantasy Pick'em League even better. Something that was created by Info Joe and others, the very same community that you talk to every day is creating all these beautiful and new parts of TBV. All right, Trey, how are you?
Man, I forgot what I was going to say, man. You long-winded in the butt.
Oh, man, I got to give the shout out to wirelessearbudshop.com.
Nah, what's up, y'all? Shout out to everybody who won. There was something else. Hey, Ness, we need a full Canelo show, man. Canelo need to get up out of there, man. Free yourself, Nello. Free Nello, man. Let him out that slave contract, man. We know how these guys do. How long has De La Hoya had him, man? For like forever, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. And they don't even talk, man. We know De La Hoya full of crap. Listen, man. Hey, hopefully Canelo can get out that contract, man, to make his money. You know what I'm saying? He don't need no middleman at this point. Definitely, if what I saw in that conversation, in the article, if what I saw is true, come on, man. Oscar De La Hoya, you foul, bro. You do your own people like that? Your own people? You dog. What else I had? The numbers, man, I don't know. Listen, and I feel like I always worry about numbers. The DAZN need to drop theirs too, so we can talk about everybody else's. Yeah, I'm talking about release them numbers, the DAZN, free them numbers. And ain't that mixtape dropping this weekend?
Possibly. I'm gonna talk to Stainless after the show. And it looks that way. He should be in the studio tonight, though, wrapping things up.
Yeah, man. What else we talked about, John? We talked about so much.
Tank Davis going from the 24th to the 31st, and it's going to be tickets in San Antonio for a live fight.
Whatever, man. As long as I get to see it, I don't care. Hey, Mario, man. Mario, bruh, with the tight butt cheeks, man. Mario, I watched that Border Wars video. What's going on, man? What's going on with them squads, man, and them tight butt cheeks, Mario? Hey, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited about Border Wars, man. Shout out to King. Listen, man, I want to come, but it's too goddamn cold. When y'all do it somewhere warmer, man, I'll be there. That's my call.
I'm with you, Trey. I promise you, I did not even realize that when we said that, it was going to be the dead winter. Like, October's winter, especially in PA.
Hey, Ness, listen. It's 90. It was 90-something degrees today, man. I'm in Southern California. It's going to be 80-something degrees around that time. I fly my behind to Pittsburgh, I'm going to get sick, man. My body not even... Yeah. They going to make me quarantine. They ain't want to hear it. You know what I mean? So I ain't got time for that. What's up,
Trey?
Mitty?
You didn't like that video from Mario?
Nah. Y'all used to watch Boondocks? Anybody used to watch Boondocks? You remember that song?
The cartoon?
Yeah. You remember that song? Boot 'em up, cheeks.
Yo, let me get to Davidia, Niagara Falls. Talk to us.
Yo, what's good, TBV?
What up?
Great show as always. I don't know. Free my man Canelo. Yeah, he's locked in that contract. I hope everything go out right, and we see him back in the ring hopefully next year. But damn, that whole thing is pretty crazy. But I don't know. Man, y'all make me want to join Border Wars damn near. It just sounds interesting. I don't know.
What's the statistics, dog? Height, weight, southpaw, orthodox. What's going on? Talk to us, champ.
I mean, yeah, I'm a lefty.
Southpaw.
Yeah,
That's you. You in a class with Anthony Edwards and Sir Bishop, the only two southpaws we have on Border Wars so far.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm 6'2".
Wow. Okay. Big guy. How much you weigh?
Damn. Like 230.
Oh,
maybe?
heavyweight. Heavyweight.
What's your record? How many fights?
I got no experience. I have no fights at all.
What part? Oh, you in Niagara Falls. Man, I could hook you up with Lucas Body, man. He's in Niagara Falls. And there's a gym out there. You could hook up with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's 9-0, 9 KOs. He's Phil Greco trained not trained but managed fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Just like if you're on Patreon, you can just take a look at Border Wars, man, and you'll see what we do, man.
They go Stainless trying to matchmake, talking about that's a better matchup for Sony. Yo, stop sleeping on the real tank. Don't sleep on the real tank, bruh. Confidence means a lot, man. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my call.
All right, Davidian. Nah, for real, man. Listen, hey Tank, tell them that's how you like it. That's how you like it. We going out to Boomerangs. Trey and Ibeh, you are first up. We're going down the line. Talk to us.
That shipping from the UK to the US wouldn't be that bad. I spent like from France to California. It would cost me like $25 to send something one time, so it wasn't that. It ain't too bad. But
$25. How many pounds they gave you? That better be a lot of weight you could throw in there.
Pretty big. I was mailing my mom some stuff, man. Like all kind of like perfumes and some of that like handmade crazy
so
stuff.
Sorry, like Troy Smoke Alarm said, no experience. You ready for you, Ness?
Yeah. They hate on Bud Crawford resume too, dog. That's how it is, man. That's what I told you.
Can't let that man call you light work and don't call him out, man. Why you let JT call you light work like that, man?
JT a pro. He got 10 pro fights.
He ain't no pro. JT was an amateur.
Amateur pro, like Mitty.
I think. Don't start me the line.
Yo, listen, he got to submit footage and rank himself like everybody else. He ain't even ranked. Who is he? Who is he?
Hey, man, listen, man. Y'all try not to catch nothing out there in Pittsburgh. You hear me?
Oh,
it's
shit.
Gonna be cold. Man, it's going to be booger wolf cold out there, boy. Y'all good luck with that shit. I'm just hating because I ain't going. That's all. That's my call. Free Canelo.
Yo, I told y'all I'm vacating my belt anyway, man. I want the WBC. I ain't fighting for that AJ belt no more. You know what I'm saying? They disrespected Porter, you know. They never called the the unification with Wilder, you know. So I'm dropping the red belt. I want to fight for the green belt, man. Mitty, you want the green belt. Everybody else want a green belt and getting a shot at that green belt. I'm the only one with a fucking IBF, man. I'm done. I've been sent the letter to them. I'm gonna do it like Bo. What's my man name? Riddick Bowe. I'm throwing that shit in the trash, bro. I'm telling you, I literally text Border Wars. It's on the floor. You see, I got the BC right here. That one's on the floor over there, bro. Nobody want the IBF, man. IBF. That's what I think about the IBF. Nah, I'm joking. But I'm not. I'm serious. Boomerang, J-Mac, talk to us.
Yo.
We hear you,
Hello?
champ.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Free Meat Nello. I mean, all these free Canelo, man, his ass been needed to be in court for the investigation and all that lying he did about that computer all being found in the system, talking about some fucking tainted meat. You got grown men out here running around here believing anything Canelo says in the meat, and just magically the shit jumped in the system, and all of a sudden he had problem with stamina. Then clenbuterol cuts him up, it helps him with his stamina, and he don't have problems with stamina no more. I mean, hey man, the dude should have been in court, been under investigation. So I don't feel bad for him. Let him fight the fights in court and get in the ring and fight the Charlos, fight the Andrades of the world that somebody said we don't never bring up because he's been ducking them dudes for like 6 years. I'm talking all the way back since when they was fighting at 154 and he was fighting at 155. To make 154, but he didn't want to go nowhere at 160. And when Andrade had his belt at 154, it dropped, and then he fought one of the Smiths for it. Like, I mean, this how far I go back with me, Nello, ducking the Charlos, the Andrades of the world and stuff like that. So I don't have no sympathy for him. I ain't got much to say. I'm a little confused by the amateur and the pro comment from somebody who don't have a lick of fighting experience. But I mean, that's just what some people do. They troll on this show. For as anybody worrying about JT and checking on what he did or did not do, you can always find out. That's what they got call outs for. That's my call.
Boomerang, my Jimbe.
Ness, I'm gonna jump all over the place for this call, but first off, I want to say shout out to the Queen Naja and the King Brandon, but they're Lannisters, and I'm a Stark, and winter is coming. I'm coming for them titles. And on to Border Wars. I will take Godson. What's his name? He just called. Next.
Davidian.
Yeah. We right there. I'm at 2.
Wait. Did I just get a live call out?
Yeah. From my Jimbe as well.
Yo, and you know what? That's actually doable. In Niagara Falls, he could drive down. I don't think that's too far. If we ever did it in Jersey, New York area, you know.
I'm good, brother. I'm good. Davidian. Damn. God bless you, but yeah, you on the list now.
Oh shit, he ready to make that Border Wars debut.
Let's go.
I love it.
Coach, I'm gonna hit you up too. I'm done with my binging after the Rosario loss. So yeah, I'm hitting you up. Real serious.
No
problem, man. Let's do this.
The diet is about to get put in place. See? That's what we talking about. Inspiration. Yo, damn, live call out. Boomerang. Actually, no, this is your first time calling. You ain't been here all day. I hope you got my message. Let's see here.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Red belt, black belt, WON green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people, people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good?
What
Y'all
up?
can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just left recording and stuff, man. I'm white, bro. I got to go back Saturday for unfinished business. So, Ness, I'm about to start looking at you pretty soon, bro. Yeah, I don't even know what y'all talking about. I heard Canelo refiled his lawsuit. Is that against his own man, De La Hoya again too, or is it just
everybody
yeah,
on the chopping block?
Yeah, he definitely. I know he a De La Hoya fighter and all that, but it's like ever since he took that fight with Floyd, he been taking pages out of Floyd's book. So whatever it take to be a superstar, man, I don't knock that dude for that. What's this other stuff I heard? Ronnie Shields saying Charlo will go up to 168, 175 for Canelo. That's real?
That's what Ronnie said. We also going to have Ronnie tomorrow.
That's good, man. I'm going to have to go back, man. So was Bill Haney able to get on for the show?
Nah, he just texted me and said they was in the gym. He ain't hear it. He said he apologized, but we'll reschedule him.
Man, it's all good, man. Shout out to Bill Haney. I always enjoy his interviews. He's a live wire, man. Again, as I do every show right now, if you ain't got me no verses, I'm going back again Saturday to put down whatever's left. Whatever is done, I send it off for mastering, so that'll be back probably in about 2-3 days, Ness. But I'm gonna send you everything as it is with the studio mix, so that you can start laying down your script for the, you know what I'm saying, make for the whole mixtape. You know what I'm saying. And if you can get that call of the year done for me in the next couple of days, I'd appreciate it. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, you up in Dale. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Peace.
And that is all the boomerangs. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Mitty, you and G staying up late. All the soldiers dropped off. Mitty's there.
So good, man. I'll catch you, I guess, like on Sunday, but I'll be listening, to the daily shows. So yeah, man.
All right, gentlemen and ladies, have a good night. Peace.
Peace.